Waterfield to the Reagan tollway. 80 delays through Joliet either way and eastbound into Tinley Park. 8094 has some backups as well. Westbound Central to Broadway, Klein to Kennedy, and eastbound in spots between Calumet and Broadway. Next report, 408 News Radio 1059 WBBM.
Well, we have reached the high expected today. We've climbed to 65 degrees. Again, tonight it'll be increasing clouds, patchy fog late, a low of 40 degrees. We will see patchy fog again in the morning, especially north and west of the city. Could climb to 55 again. Tomorrow. Check that 55 tomorrow. So about 10-degree drop. But right now, 65. Partly sunny at 3:59.
Featuring the news that matters and breaking news at any time. This is Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station. News Radio 1059 WBBM.
Coming up in the next half hour, News Radio WBBM.
This is Terry Keshner at 31st Street Beach, where Chicagoans are soaking up the sun on a beautiful spring-like day in the middle of February.
And after a delay because one congressional candidate was left off the ballot, early voting has officially begun in DuPage County. Plus, law enforcement in Arizona say they are hoping Nancy Guthrie's pacemaker may help them find the missing 84-year-old woman. The latest is next from CBS News, WBBM Business. Markets are closed for President's Day. Again, it has been a beautiful President's Day. Right now, 65 and partly sunny in Chicago at 4 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by JTV.com.
I'm Peter King. With rumors swirling around the Nancy Guthrie case, the Pima County, Arizona Sheriff's Office has sent out a statement saying no members of Guthrie's family are considered suspects in her abduction. CBS's Andres Gutierrez is in Tucson with more on the investigation.
As the search for Nancy Guthrie drags into a third week, law enforcement sources told CBS News that investigators are using a high-tech tracking device known as a signal sniffer to see if the 84-year-old's pacemaker is giving off any electronic signals that can be used to find her.
Robert Duvall has died. The actor is known for too many iconic roles to mention here, including Tom Hagen in The Godfather, the deranged army officer in Apocalypse Now, and the network TV hatchet man named Hackett in Patty Chayefsky's Network. Duvall went from a starving New York actor to various TV guest shots in the 60s. In 1989, he returned to the small screen in the miniseries Lonesome Dove.
I'm Captain Augustus McCrae. This is Captain Woodrow F. Call. Now, if you care to turn around, you can see how we looked when we was younger, and the people around here wanted to make us senator.
Duvall was nominated for 6 Oscars, winning one for Best Actor in the 1983 film Tender Mercies. Robert Duvall was 95. In Providence, Rhode Island, a President's Day youth hockey game has been interrupted by gunfire. WPRI TV's Kim Kalunian is there.
There was a high school boys hockey game happening inside that arena at the time these shots rang out. What we've been able to confirm is that the suspect is dead. One other person is dead. 4 other people were injured.
Investigators say they're trying to determine if this was a domestic incident. A first-of-its-kind trial is underway in Georgia. The father of an accused school shooter faces charges of murder and manslaughter. Prosecutors say Colin Gray bought the gun that his son used to kill 4 people. Barrow County DA Brad Smith.
This is not a case about holding parents accountable for what their children do. That's not what this case is about. This case is about this defendant and his actions.
Brian Hobbs is Gray's attorney.
The state will ask you to connect dots after the fact using hindsight, dots that became visible only after the shooting itself.
NASA says Thursday is the day for a simulated countdown, which includes fueling up the big rocket for its planned Artemis 2 moon launch. A so-called wet dress rehearsal last month ended when hydrogen fuel leaked from the rocket. Engineers say they hope they've fixed that. It's been more than 53 years since NASA's been to the moon, but it hopes to send 4 astronauts around it as soon as next month, with the landing maybe in 2028. This is CBS News.
Looking for spring jewelry looks? Find them at Jewelry Television. New customers.
What's up, Marietta, and what's up, everybody? SubX.News on the spot reporting. It is 4:02 p.m. I don't know what's the temperature, but I think I'm wearing my shorts and flip-flops. Not really, but it's hot outside. I went outside and that heat wave hit my face, so I'm not complaining. That's all I got to say. It's beautiful out. Open your windows. They say the temperature's going to drop another 10 degrees tonight, so just be safe at night. I know last night it got a little cool, but it's beautiful out. Let's get that. What's up, Ms. Zedor? And let's get that fresh air and sunshine. Kill all those winter germs. You know what I mean? I say that I tell everybody I'm going to publish some books about the old-fashioned way of living good. Everybody knows what their grandmas and grandpas and older people said. Fresh air and sunshine and eat good and be healthy. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do and take care of each other, right? We need to eat right, take care of each other, talk to each other. I'm thinking of some crazy camping trip down maybe by a ranch. We'll see something. I don't know what. I'm thinking about doing something crazy this year for people to just get together. You know what I mean? No questions asked, no expectations. Just get together and have some fun. Let's listen to the rest of the news.
Fights when it comes to quality of education.
There's a correlation to how well compensated teachers are.
Wallet Hub analyst Chip Lupo mentions the states that spend the least on education.
West Virginia, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Nevada, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Alabama.
The most educated states that spend more on education.
Draw a big circle around New England, Maryland, Connecticut, Colorado, New Jersey at number 6.
Stephen Kaufman, CBS News.
The boys of summer are back. Major League Baseball spring training is part of the fun. The pun in full swing. Well, today was the first full day of workouts for position players in all the camps, and the first exhibition games are coming up Friday in Florida and Arizona. Peter King, CBS News.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
4:05 Monday, February 16th, your President's Day. Good afternoon. Thanks for listening. I'm Judson Richards and Felisa Fielding. It is 65 degrees in Chicago to partly sunny skies. For the rest of
Did you just hear that? It's 65. Woo, it's summer. Woohoo!
Patchy fog, later low 40 degrees. Tomorrow, patchy fog to start, especially north and west of the city. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and a high of 50.
But you heard them. It's going down to 40 against a 30-degree difference. Be safe.
Our top local story on News Radio WBBM, the warm stretch continues for another day. To celebrate the weather and President's Day, Chicagoans, they are out soaking up the sunshine. WBBM's Terry Keshner has that story.
31st Street Beach was the place to be if you wanted to walk your dog, ride your bike, play football, or just enjoy. Here we are in the middle of February. It feels like March or April. We Chicagoans just take advantage of this, don't we?
Yes, we do. As many minutes as I can get outside in the sun, I will take it.
Hey, you take what you can get in Chicago. And we had another day like this in November, and the kids were swimming at 31st Street Beach. So every day's a beach day if you want it to be.
If you're tough enough.
Yes.
So no better place to spend a day off than the beach.
Jose Gomez got to the beach on the back of his motorcycle.
It's a beautiful day in February, and you got out the Harley.
Yes, sir. Enjoying the beautiful sunny day.
How many times have you been able to ride your motorcycle during the winter?
Well, this is the first time because it was below zero. It's unbearable. Reporting from a sunny and spring-like 31st Street Beach, Terry Keshner, 105.9 WBBM.
Meanwhile, if you're out and about in DuPage County today, early voting has kicked off. It comes after a delay left one congressional candidate off the ballot.
Tedora Brown had to go to court to address a challenge to her petitions while the State Board of Elections removed her from the ballot, but an appellate court overturned that last Friday. The DuPage County Clerk's office paused early voting over the weekend to put her back on the ballot. Chief Deputy Clerk Adam Johnson tells CBS News Chicago they would like the state to move up when it handles objections so those challenges are resolved before voting begins.
Right now, unfortunately, there's an overlap between those time periods, and we're caught in that overlap right now.
More than 740 people already voted early, and he says those votes will still be counted for the Republican primary to challenge Democratic Congressman Bill Foster in the 11th District. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Kendall County sheriffs say a person of interest is in custody this afternoon in connection to a double shooting in a western suburb. The sheriff's office say they were notified around 12:30 yesterday afternoon that a 14-year-old girl had been shot in the leg and was being treated in a Chicago hospital. After obtaining a search warrant, deputies found a dead man inside the home with multiple gunshot wounds. The sheriff is working with the coroner to identify that person. Detectives say charges have yet to be filed. It is 4:08. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. We say good afternoon to Neil Fiorito.
Afternoon, Judson. We're going to start in the north suburbs with delays on the Edens coming in from Toohey to the Kennedy. 27 inbound. You're right outbound okay at 15. On the Kennedy, about 45.
I just got I just got that hot breeze hitting my face just now. It's nice outside. I got like jackets and socks on, man. I don't even know if I can handle this. Are we in Chicago or what? It's wild weather, isn't it? Well, we're going to see what's going on. We'll travel around. We'll check out some spots. Maybe I have an idea of what I want to do today. Maybe see some things. I got some projects that I've been working on in my head. I did some all-nighters over the weekend. I shouldn't have done it. Threw off my schedule. But, hey, we only live one life. I always say this to my wife because I stay up all night sometimes. I used to do the night shift. I say, when I go to heaven, I don't even know if I'm the rest when I go to heaven. I might be a party up there. I don't know. But when I pass away, that's when my body will sleep and rest. Otherwise, I push myself to the limit. So it's good that everybody's tuning in. Let's listen to the weather. What's going to be coming up? But I know it's going to get cold again, so be safe.
One on the Jane Addams eastbound approaching the ramp to westbound I-190. You have some work on that ramp. The other tollways, not too bad. Delays on I-80 on either side, getting through Joliet around the Des Plaines River Bridge, and delays eastbound through Tinley Park. 8094 with some delays as well in northwest Indiana. Westbound central to Broadway, and then a backup Klein to Kennedy. Eastbound slow spots from Torrance over to Broadway. Your next report from the Metro Traffic Center, 418 News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Accurate forecast says for the rest of our afternoon, times of sun and clouds, breezy and unseasonably warm, as you can probably feel. It is 65 degrees right now. That was the expected high. Tonight, increasing clouds, patchy fog late, a low of 40. Tomorrow, patchy fog to start, especially north and west of the city. Otherwise, mostly cloudy. Could get to about 55 degrees tomorrow. The markets are closed due to the holiday. It's 410.
Hi, this is Dave Museum, owner of
So 65 degrees, it's going to get a little better. Maybe the warm weather will calm everybody down. That's what I hope, right? I mean, that's what we can pray and hope for. I hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's being healthy. Again, let's try to figure this out. I mean, what it seems like, and I'll say this from observations, just looking at some stuff for the last few days, it looks like Brandon Johnson wants to win re-election. It's clear. He's blaming a lot of people, and now he's telling the cops to do their jobs, which I don't know if that's a good thing to do in Chicago, where cops kill people and beat people up, right? I mean, we have a history of police killings in our city, so we want to be careful with that. I mean, see, what's weird about the MAGAs is they're warped in their brain because they drink the bleaches, right? MAGAs drink bleach. We know that, right? And when I say, police corruption or police abuse, they say, oh, you're a blah, 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 right? Oh, no, I'm not. I've lived in Chicago all my life. I know the cops do bad things here, and we want cops, and we want law and order, but we want the cop. Look, you can't have law and order if the cop breaks the law. The only way to have law and order is when everybody follows the law, including the mayor, which he doesn't follow the law. Jason Lee, his chief of staff, is a Texas resident, right? He has multiple people on his staff that shouldn't be working there. He takes money for things that he shouldn't be taken for. He makes departments that didn't exist and duplicate the work of other departments. So that's not the kind of person that you want that doesn't follow the law. The law and order is what? Everybody works hard. Everybody shares a little bit. We all work together, and we all try to do our best with our families and our neighbors. And that don't mean one person can't be a millionaire. There's a lot of stores closed here. I got to take a walk one day. We're going to do a Michigan Avenue tour one day. We live in capitalism. Everybody has a right to do what they want. There's stores empty every block. So we shouldn't be jealous of the person that's a millionaire. That's all I got to say.
Elements from all aspects of the Black experience around the globe, most often focusing on Black achievement. But in one corner of the museum, a hooded white robe stands as if worn inside a protected glass case.
Oak Park, Illinois, they had one of the largest Klan memberships of any place in the Midwest.
Discussion surrounding the Great Migration of Black Americans from the South to the North is often positive, but the DuPage Black History Museum provides a reality check.
What were they? They wasn't migrating because this was an amazing opportunity. In many instances, they were running from the Ku Klux Klan. And then it was also the Ku Klux Klan attacking African Americans in uniform when they're coming home from World War II.
Thomas says just as important as preserving the uniforms of the Harlem Hellfighters or the Tuskegee Airmen, the Ku Klux Klan robe on display inside the DuSable Black History Museum provides a chilling yet necessary visual to a well-known traumatic aspect of history.
Yeah, and it's a real one, too. And that's the whole point. We want people to know that, no, this is a real thing that occurred. We want you to feel that trepidation that somebody would have saw, seeing somebody roll up with that thing on, right?
On the South Side, Brandon Eisen, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Stay on top of the news. Sign up for WBBM's daily newsletter. Up to date.
You know what I mean? It's weird how people want to categorize you and put you in a box or in a circle or in a triangle. Oh, look at that lady passed away over there. Or, oh, that's Naomi, whatever it is. I don't know what that is. That's some anti-Trump thing there. I don't know what that is. But the point I'm trying to make here is we live in one of the best countries in the world, maybe in all of history. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Time will tell. We're only, what, 200-300 years old. That's it. But we have a right to live however way we want. We can live wherever we want. We're lucky we have all different states and all different climates. But I think when we have people that say, you have too much, or I want your stuff, that's where we get into problems. Should we regulate greed and rip-offs and con artists? Absolutely. I just put up that story about mobile homes now. Mobile home parks being bought up by venture capitalists and jacking up the rents. Yeah, that's the things that we should regulate, right? That's called monopolies. Everybody knows those are illegal in our country. You can make a lot of money. You can charge whatever rent you want. But if you're doing something on purpose to hurt somebody, that's illegal, right? You can't do that. So we have some fairness. Look, there's another one. I didn't even notice that one. I think that's the Schumacher's, right? That used to be a steak place, a steak and fish place. See that there? That's closed. There's a lot of... There you go. There's another one closed right there. See that there? So what we need to do, and that's the problem, when you have people who are greedy, when you have people who are selfish, when people are ignorant, when people are blockheaded, one-sided, then what do we have? We have closed businesses, right? Because if you're an open-minded person and you believe in progress, a real progressive, the way you become a progressive is what? You got to make money. You got to allow businesses. When you have people who tax and lock, did you just see my picture? They just locked down Rainbow Beach. You can't drive into there anymore. That's the only access to this. You're not even going to be able to drive into there to drop people off anymore. That's how they are. That's how the progressive mayor is. The person who says he doesn't like red light cameras. The person who said he's going to unencrypt the radio calls, right? And he's going to stop regressive taxes. He hasn't done any of that. Well, he's trying to pass a law in Springfield for city workers not to pay their property taxes. He's doing that. That's for votes. But he doesn't do that for the rest of us. It's kind of weird, isn't it? And it's kind of strange. Did you just see? He just was pictured. I don't know if you've seen this picture today. He was just pictured with a guy who said the United States deserved 9/11. And then I had some Antifa terrorist tell me that I'm lying when the guy who said it admitted saying it. So that's what we're in. We're involved in that kind of a lying kind of landscape. And lying is selfishness, right? It's you believe you can say whatever you want and harm somebody. That's the way I believe in lying. I have a more simpler idea about lying. If I lie, I have to remember to lie. And then if I lie another time, now I have to remember 2 lies. Now if I lie 3 times, I have to remember 3 lies. Guess what? If I tell the truth, I don't need to remember anything because the truth is always the truth. It's kind of like the Bible. The Bible's the Bible. You can interpret it the wherever you want. But what happens when you don't agree with somebody in the Bible? You say, here, open it up and read it. See, that's the point. We all can have different viewpoints, philosophies, ideas, goals, personalities, wants, needs. But in the end, when I become to a point where my needs or wants start to infringe on others, like smoking weed in public. It's illegal. Secondly, you're infringing upon me to breathe fresh air, right? That's why we have the anti-smoking laws in public. I tell that to the cops, they laugh at me. You remember that Friday? They were laughing at me. And I said, well, wait, there's an anti-smoking law in public. And there's more stores there. Look at that. That whole block is empty there. See that there? That whole block is empty over there in that corner there. So I don't even know if that place is open anymore. It looks like that was. But that one other block was closed. There, that block looks like it's closed right there. Wells Market, that's closed there. Might be because of the holiday. I don't know. It might be. But that's the way I think. We need to get to the point, right? Because this tug of war between ideologies is starting to get tiresome, right? I mean, it's such a beautiful day. It's a shame that our downtown's so empty. I get it. It's President's Day, right? But we'll see how it is tomorrow if it picks up a little bit, right? And I think that's what we need to start thinking about. And I don't know how to talk about that because there's both sides that attack me. The left attacks me, the right attacks me. And in the end, I just want to live my life. Look, I'm getting to be 60 years old here. I ain't got no time for foolishness. You know what I mean? Marietta, same thing with you. Me and you are in the same boat. We ain't got time for no foolishness. I mean, I got, 20, 30 years left in my life? I'm 60. I'm about 60, so I'm going to live to be about maybe 70 or 80. My mom's 80, by the way. I hope I get to be 80. So it gives me another 20 years, right? So I ain't got time to fool with you. You know what I mean? That you want to do your thing, and you want pornos, and you want drugs, and you want to drive and crash cars and shoot people. Okay, I guess. That's what you want to do. Well, what's the point of it? Hey, these stores are closed here. That's a closed store. That's a closed store. Why aren't we as a city? Let's see if there's the news.
Since the early 80s, there is a battle in Washington over whether or not that should be increased. Companies that ship items want it raised to 91,000 pounds. They say it would be more efficient and would mean fewer truck runs. That would reduce greenhouse gas emissions. But suburban leaders, not only in Chicagoland but all around the country, are against the idea. They say it would damage roads, requiring them to be fixed more often, and it would also be a safety hazard. There would be more crashes and rollovers. The issue is expected to be decided in Washington later this year. Cisco Cotto, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
We are waiting to learn the identity of the Crystal Lake woman who died in a car crash over the weekend. The incident happened shortly before 7 p.m. Friday night in the area of Barrington and Higgins Road. Hoffman Estates police said the driver, a 25-year-old woman, was transported to St. Alexius Medical Center where she died. The crash remains under investigation. Bloomberg, now we look at BSS next. It's 421.
That first year in your new home matters. With preferred pricing, Redfin and Rocket Mortgage make the balance.
So I guess the idea I'm getting to is this. My other phone fell. Let me fix it. Why aren't we? If we work Chicago and we're a lot of smart and we're everybody, and that's the problem with a guy like Brandon Johnson, because he's not from Chicago, he's from Elgin, right? He never grew up here. He doesn't understand the city. He doesn't understand immigration. He doesn't understand neighborhoods. He doesn't understand gangs. He's just a wannabe, right? And he has bad advisors with him. Why don't we use what we have? Just like we use the lake, just like we use the subways, right? Look, there's another store closed. How many stores have you seen closed on my video? There's a store closed, they're closed. They kicked out this homeless guy here, right? See that there? I don't know. I mean, I keep driving and I show everybody. What's up, man? Why aren't we using our resources? Why do we keep saying we need money? Think about this. If we go all the way back to if we go back to DuPage, right? The French colonized. He was a French colonizer, Duvall. Everybody knows that. He colonized this area for the French. Don't get distracted by the words. He was a colonizer. He wasn't a native to here. He was from the Caribbean, right? He was from the French Caribbean. Duvall was a colonizer, okay? So we go back to Duvall times. He came here with nothing and made something. And now we have the people who use the name Duvall, use his skin color to say, I need to get this. You need to name a street because of me. Well, why don't you make a new street? Why don't you make some new industry? Why don't you make something? Like after the Chicago fire, make a new city. Why don't you reverse the river like we did? Why don't you create the Navy Pier? Why don't you create the tallest building at one time, Sears Tower, which was here? Why don't you create the Central Manufacturing District? Why don't you create the stockyards? Think about the history of our city. When you grew up in our city, those of you who grew up in Chicago, everybody that watches my show, some of you grew up in Chicago, some of you haven't. Everybody knows these stories. We grew up with these stories in our history, in our classrooms. Your school, every school was named after somebody who made something in Chicago. Ogden, McCormick, Cermak, right? Washington, Harold Washington, right? All of these names. There's another story on you see that there? Marshall Fields, right? Marshall Fields was from this area, right? Sears was from this area. All these people made something from nothing. Now the people that we have in power, including in D.C., Trump is a little so-so. He's a little better than most, but he's not the best, right? We have people that say, you need to give me something. Give me your money, then I might do something to help you. That's a bizarre conceptualization of political service. Give me money. Give me your money. I'm going to tax your red light taxes. Now they have the parking meter at Rainbow Beach. They raise your property taxes. They raise the boot. Whatever they do. All kinds of... They want to raise the CTA. There you go. Another store closed. You see that? That's another... How many stores? That store is closed. How many did I just say here? There's another one. There's another one, right? So now what do? Their answer to a store closed is to raise the taxes in downtown, to put more parking meters, to raise the parking meters, to sell the parking meters. That was daily, right? Brandon Johnson had a chance to buy the parking meters. If I was the mayor, I would have bought it. I would have took out a loan to buy it. Why? Because I would have eliminated all the parking meters. And we did what? I would have did free parking here. You know how much would happen if you did free parking here in downtown? This place would be packed. There you go. You got another place closed. You see that there? All kinds of places closed, right? I think that place on the corner is closed. That Chi-Town Food and Deli. It might be open. I don't know. It looks like that's a brand new store they're opening. But the point I'm trying to make here is this. The first warning sign of a bad politician is, I need more money. And that's what every word out of Brandon Johnson's mouth says. And then when he says, then when people say, why, right? There's another one. Yeah, that's closed there. See that there? I think they just opened that place up there. That's brand new there. That's good. It's good to see a new business. But there you go. You got a guy smoking dope right in front of it, right? So it's a brand new business, and you got a guy smoking dope in front of it. I mean, so what you do, you get rid of the guy. Look, I don't care the dude smokes dope. I believe dope is good. I think weed is good for you. It's better than alcohol and opioids. But you can't be smoking it in front of a store. There you go, man. You see that? Closed stores, and you got dudes hanging around right in front of the door, man. Do you see that there? That's not inviting the people. So the point I'm trying to make is here. When the person asks for money, there you go. There you go, Isidore. You just said it. You just said it. You just said it. I want more money to do what? If I give the politician more money, that gives me more or less money for me. And people call the conservatives bad. I don't know. I guess I'm a conservative fiscally. I don't know. I've spent a lot of money. I don't care about money, so I don't know if I'm really fiscally conservative. Not personally, I'm not. I'm broke. I'm broken in debt, technically, as a personal thing, so I don't know if I'm conservative. But this is what I believe in. If the government takes our money, then what do we have to spend? We have less to spend. That's the point I'm trying to make here. And that's what Brandon Johnson always says. First, he says, I need more money. Then secondly, he makes an excuse why he needs more money. First of all, he's not from Chicago. Secondly, he's not a descendant of a slave. We know that. So he makes these arguments that are lies. And then when you look at him, he takes $30,000 for haircuts. He has $30,000 watches. He has 150-person security detail when he's saying the city is safe. So it's what all our parents said. Watch what he says. No, watch what he does, not what he says. Isn't that the saying? Watch what he does, not what he says. Because he'll say whatever he wants, but what he does is a different thing. Right? So he says, give me more money. Well, why are you giving him more money? Well, so he can get more haircuts, so he can buy more watches and get more security. Yet I have less money, I can't get a haircut, and I don't have security. They just spray painted my building where I live, the gangs. There's a gang war, I just put it up. There's a gang war in our area. I just wrote it. It's in the police records. There's a gang war in my area. Don't you think there's gang wars in other areas? Especially these gentrifying black neighborhoods. Imagine a gentrifying black neighborhood where the black gang's been there and now the Hispanics or whites or somebody else has come in. Don't you think there's going to be a gang war there? Absolutely there's going to be a gang war there. Absolutely. What's up, Rico? It's exactly what you just said, Rico. They don't make sense. And it's like, you remember when your mom or your grandpa used to say, just watch what they do, not what they say? That's the point. He doesn't make any sense. I'm thinking about getting a car wash. That's what I think I'm going to get today. There's a car wash down the street here. What's up, my brother? You see, look, now they're going to say they don't need to get these guys a house because it's warm, right? See that there? See that there? They didn't. These are black people here. These aren't white people. These are black people. What's up, my brother? There you go, man. See that there? That's how our city has become. See that there? That's your city. That's Chicago. Cardboard boxes. Cardboard box. Look, if I didn't have to pay taxes, I'd give them $10 a week or $100 a week. Think about all the taxes we pay, right? How about this? How about this? Eliminate all taxes, all county, city, and state taxes. But you have to agree to give it to somebody and help them. Everybody would help each other out. Think about it. You don't have to pay any taxes anymore. And they say, but the only agreement is that you have to give away $100 a month to somebody or something to help them. Not your personal family. If they need it, they need it. But you gotta get what I'm saying. Everybody would be doing it. You know how prosperous we would be? Think about how prosperous we would be. The $100 deal. We're gonna call this the $100 Kugler deal or the SubX deal. My last name is Kugler, by the way. We're going to call this the $100 deal. There'll be no taxes, zero taxes, no more. No city, no county, no state taxes, zero, all eliminated. The only agreement is that everyone has to give $100 away every month. Every month, everybody, to somebody to help them. That's the only agreement. Imagine. Yeah, that dude's messed up. That dude's homeless and on drugs right there. He's got the stroller. They all have that, right? That guy right there. That's how it is here, right? And they're black. That's the thing that I don't get. So, Brandon Johnson's black. I get it. Look, I'm white. I'm Eastern European. People are Hispanic. People are Asian. They're Chinese. They're Indian. Whatever. I don't care, right? That don't mean anything. So if you're a black mayor, why aren't you taking care of the black people? That's the point. And that's what I'm talking about, taxes. He keeps saying, give me more money so I can take care of my people, but he's not taking care of his people. He's just buying votes. He's not taking care of blacks. He's taking care of the liberals. There you go, man. Look at all these stores empty. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all these places empty. There you go, right in the middle of downtown. See that there? Look at that. Look at that. See that there? Look, how many stores have I been showing you guys here? Look at that. Boarded up, plywooded. This is a nightclub here. I think this is still open at night. This is where the Blues Brothers was filmed, right? Right up there. That Blues Brothers is in that little hotel there, right? The point I'm saying is this. We all have money. There's no disagreement that money is money. Well, let's see if the news is on.
They're going to take that profile and put it into CODIS, the FBI's national DNA database. Now, if the DNA matches evidence from inside the house or if it fits with someone who's already in the system, investigators could put a name to the suspect.
Investigators also believe the suspect's mask and the clothing was purchased at Walmart. Award-winning actor Robert Duvall has died at the age of 95.
I feel very comfortable in my existence between the words action and cut.
Duvall never had a classic leading man look, but made his mark as Marlon Brando's consigliere in The Godfather. And on the small screen, a Golden Globe for a role he often cited as his favorite, the one that got him recognized on the street more than any other.
Rural America, but cities too, most of them big.
16 years ago, Duvall told the AP he did not want his funeral to be a depressing
What's up, my brother?
But rather,
it would be
a good
thing, I think. Fun.
I'm Sagar Meghani.
There's no reporting on a threat in the sky.
Yeah, I know everybody is down here, man. I'm just checking out on you. You're okay? Kugler, SubX.News. SubX.News. I'm a news guy. I watch everything that's happening downtown, all right?
Yes, sir.
Where you stay at? Right here. I know you do. I've seen you before, man. Be safe, right? SubX.News.
Yeah.
Take it easy, my brother. There you go, right? It's everywhere.
With the price of higher fares, your commute keeps changing. Count on us to track every delay and every increase. The traffic and weather together on the 8th, and dedicated reporting of Chicago commuting companion is News Radio 105.9 WBBM. We'll take a look at traffic, weather, and best gas prices next.
Don't live one more day with agonizing joint pain. QC Kinetics has solutions that will give you relief without steroids, harmful drugs, or surgery. The consultation is free.
So I'm going to end my little talking like this. Chicago is the best city in the world. That's why I live here. And I think that's why people watch my show, because you know Chicago's the best city in the world. And it don't matter who you are, white, black, Mexican, Chinese, Indian, it don't matter. It don't matter, and we all mix our blood in here. When you talk about white or black in Chicago, yeah, there's some areas that most people are mixed in Chicago. We know that. But here's the point I'm trying to make. It's our city to fix, not some guy from the suburb of Elgin to tell me to give him money so he can get a $30,000 haircut and a $30,000 watch. And then you see his own people on the street. That's the biggest signal I'm going to say right here. If a black man's the mayor, and I just showed you a dude that's on drugs, I showed you multiple black people on drugs right on the middle of the day. It's 60 degrees out. It's a beautiful day. And there's no one taking care of those black people. I can't trust Brandon Johnson. I can't trust him. Got that? If he can't take care of his own people, his own black people, that are on the streets, drugged up, involved in stuff, then how can I trust him to take care of me, an old white man, right? I can't. Do you think he's going to take care of Mexicans? Do you think he's going to take care of the Indians on Duvall? Do you think he's going to take care of the Arabs on 63rd Street? Do you think he's going to take care of the Polish people on Milwaukee Avenue? Do you think he's going to do that? Do you think he's going to take care of the Africans up there on Argyle and the Vietnamese up there? There's Africans in Argyle. There's the Vietnamese are on Argyle. The Africans are over there on Sheridan, right? You think would you trust him? Think about it. The man don't take care of his own African American people. He leaves them drugged up on the street. He lets them do crime on the red line. You see all the videos. Kids get shot every day. There's teenagers killed and shot over the weekend. Did you see any statements from Brandon Johnson from over the weekend? None. Zero. A bunch of teenagers got shot and killed, right? You didn't see no statements from him, did you? None. Zero. None. Did you see any statement from Brandon Johnson saying, I condemn black youth violence. I'm going to add 100 police officers to strictly combat black youth crime and gangs, because we know it's the gangs. They lie about that, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love my brother Justin, I shine Tom Krychus, but brother, you need to stop talking rappers. You need to start saying they're gangs. Stop with the rapper bullshit. These are gang people. A 17-year-old with a gun is a gang member. No, I had a gun when I was 12 years old in the city of Chicago. I get what gangs are, right? I get what Second Amendment rights are. But when you're fooling around making videos with guns and you're putting up hand signs, you're a gang member. And let's be honest with you. I'm not demonizing gangs. Gangs are gangs. They do what they do. Stay away from me. But the point I'm trying to make here, let's start being honest with ourselves, right? And if I'm gonna be clear one more time, I'm gonna say this: I'm a 58-year-old white dude that grew up in Chicago. I grew up in Little Village. I now live on 35th and Damon. How can I trust Brandon Johnson if he can't take care of his own people? Think about that. How disturbing it is with the videos I just showed you. When you see black people on drugs in the middle of the street in your downtown. That's disturbing, don't you think so? To see anybody on drugs in the middle of the street is disturbing. How does that happen, right? How does that happen that the man don't take care of his own people? Well, this is how it happens. Because he's not really them. He's not from Chicago. He's not poor. He's never been poor. Right? He's just a politician that wants our money.
Discovering more about the animal and studying how it's evolved over the past.
That's the problem we're having, right? That's the problem we're having. Period. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to find a place here. I think I'm going in back. I just went the wrong direction here. I'm going to catch the sunset. We're going to do some meditation. And that's enough of my talking. Look, I don't even know what I'm kind of repeating myself right now. I don't even know what else to say. I'm going to say it clearly. If he can't take care of his own black people, how is he going to take care of anyone else? Because he doesn't. He takes care of his criminal, liberal, con artist, pedophile base. And I'm going to work on that article too next. He's part of the pedophile circle inside of Chicago. There's a pedophile circle. You know, like Epstein is in D.C.? There's a pedophile circle in Chicago. And it's run by Bill Ayers. These are all sexual deviants. I interviewed the people. I know who these people are. Sam Bordy, Pena over at Walter Payton. I know all of them. And then they all did these elite schools, like Whitney Young, Saucedo. There was a split with the communists in the 60s. One wanted to do politics, the other one wanted to have sexual stuff. And the sexual were the revolutionaries of the Bill Ayers time. They would sleep with each other, right? They were sexual deviants. I have to talk to you. I got all the stuff over the years. I got recordings, I got evidence, I got all that stuff. I'll talk about it. Let's get to the sunset here. How about that? That way I don't talk too much. It's a beautiful day. Look at it. We're on the west side. See that there? This is some radio calls.
For your free quote today. That's 1-800-282-5858.
Frequency that was listing a couple minutes ago was going to be headed over to Zone 8.
All right, thank you.
Stage 1 City West, we're up. We'll be on Zone 8. We got a person coming in at 13318 South Riverdale. 13318 South Riverdale said there's a male named Keith in her home threatening to call her and her children with a gun. She disconnected before answering any other questions. Nothing further. Zone 9 is clear.
7389 David.
7389 David.
I have that number for the Chicago Red Line 546.
You gotta take 0873.
7384 Charlie.
7384 Charlie.
VIN number confirm check, sir, making a red line.
That's going to be 08745.
7397 Charlie.
7397 Charlie.
Yeah, for our job and person we ran the same missing, is there a way you can send a teletype to the ORI and say that we found them so they can clear it on their end?
7397 Charlie, you're going to have to send a lead message.
Alright, 1720 Adam, he's giving a slowdown for that battery in progress. Belmont and Kimball, slow it down units. This is zone 1.
7389 Adam.
7389 Adam.
That number, blue line checks.
08765. Units 4 units on the citywide, 1 ticket of shots fired. 79th and Stony Island. Anonymous caller says he heard 100 gunshots. No further. 4th District, Zone 8.
79th and Stony Island. 100 shots fired.
738, ready?
Just the number for the local amendment.
It's going to be 08789.
40 units to 17 on the citywide. Total disregard the battery in progress. Belmont and Kimball.
664 and units on citywide in District 2. I have an assault in progress, 4723 South Champlain. Anthony called, said his neighbor is threatening him and his family. He is sitting inside an ambulance yelling and gang threats at him. Ongoing issue, harassment. No further details. Zone 7, District 2 is clear.
388, boy.
7388, boy. It's going to be 08801.
389 boy.
89 boy.
389 boy.
7389 boy.
Brandon Clark, I'm sorry, Reagan Clark, Brown Line.
08809.
7389 David.
7389 David.
I have an event number for the Chicago Red Line. We're going to get on the train.
Okay, go ahead and take 08812.
7373.
7373.
Take good for 69 for the rear.
It's going to be 08819.
It's closed down. That's a project that's closed down. It's a housing project. Boarded up, right? That means poor people were kicked out of there, right? That's what that means. CHA.
3 I'm still getting some static.
3864.
Don't get fooled. They're gentrifying the whole city.
Make it up. That number for Martin Lake Post.
Yeah, 86 boy, go ahead and take 08826.
7384 David.
7384 David.
Rules about red line. Take it 1 number for upper.
It's going to be 08829.
7334.
7383 boy.
79 to the red line, please.
08833.
7388 Charlie.
7388 Charlie.
Please have an event number for the station blue line at Jackson.
Go ahead and take 08851.
Thank you. 7383 Adam.
7383 Adam.
Hey, VIN number for 95th Red Line.
That's going to be 08853.
That's working. 7386 David.
7386 David.
Can I get a platform check, Chicago Red Line?
It's going to be 08871.
7397 David.
7397 David.
Can I get a number for your road smoking line?
08894.
7373.
7373.
The that number for the platform at 69th Street.
08904.
It's pretty loud, squad. One more time.
08904.
7343.
7343.
You hit Washington Wabash Brown Line, please.
08909. For the Unison 1 in the citywide battery in progress at Jewel 1224 South Wabash. Caller states that there's a fight breaking out in front. 5 to 6 males. No weapons named. Nothing further. Zone 4 clear.
7387 Charlie.
7387 Charlie.
Belmont Blue Line Station check, please.
08923.
7383 Charlie.
7383 Charlie.
Number please for 47 Red Line.
08928.
7373.
7373.
I think that number for a disturbance down here, people don't understand they can't live on the platform. Make it a 19 Paul, but I need the number.
It's going to be 08933.
I don't know. I should go north. I'm going to a sunset.
7397 David.
I think it's north.
7397 David. I couldn't copy. That was a lot of wind.
It's a little windy. Can I get a number for your street? It's
going to be 08956.
388 boy.
7388 boy.
14 turn blue line, please.
08978. 7389 David.
Can I have an event number for the Roosevelt Red Line, please?
It's going to be 08990.
386 boy.
7386 boy. 09003.
386 Eddie.
7386 Eddie.
Yes, can I please have a number with Red Line?
I'm going to take 09021. Unison 903 Reagan, a battery in progress, 1660 West 47th Street. I'm not on this call, and there's a man fighting a woman outside of her place of business. A male Hispanic wearing a gray hat, black jacket, no weapons, same night district.
The whole building's abandoned there. They could use that for something right there.
All units in the 7th District and citywide, person with a gun, 61st and Princeton, that's 61st and Princeton. Caller said he fears for his life. They're walking around, waving him in the air. It's a male black, last seen wearing blue and black. Caller was uncooperative. That's all we got. 5 male blacks with guns.
5 male blacks with guns. There you go. You just heard it, right? Get these people. I showed you guys this the other day. This whole place is empty. I showed you guys this the other day. This whole place is empty.
CTA bus alarm 96 in Lafayette, 95 in Lafayette. CTA is calling in bus number 8519 facing westbound. Trigger their silent alarm. No further statistics on it.
Whole place is empty. See that there? Whole place. Why aren't they using this? For homeless people, drug addicts, gang members, I don't care. Let anybody in there, let them use it. Look at that. This is Holman Square. That's the original Sears Tower right there. That's Sears Tower. The original Sears Tower was the tallest building in the world at the time, right there. Sears Tower. See that building? It's all empty. Alright, you guys want a sunset? I'm gonna get you guys.
9148.
Hopefully they don't bother me up here.
7394 Charlie.
7394 Charlie.
What is that number for Red Light Lake Street?
Zero 9155.
7386 David.
And then we're gonna take a break, right?
7386 David.
Cargo Red Line Opera.
09164.
Yeah, that's a nice graffiti there, right? See that one there? Look at that.
Units in 3 and citywide, we have a person with a gun. Man selling liquor from a beige Tahoe in the parking lot. Caller alleges that he saw a person waving a gun. No further information. Zone 7, District 3 is clear.
7388 Charlie.
7388 Charlie.
270, that number, I'm on the blue line, train number 7045, going from Jackson to Hall City.
Today 09180.
There you go. How about that?
97 boy, you're coming up.
You guys want a nice sunset? I gotta wash my windows off now, right? How about that one? There you go.
That's today 09184.
Is that good or what? Is that beautiful? There you go. That's it. We're done. We're done for driving. Right?
Based on Citywide 1, they're going to be lifting in about a minute and a half here.
I'm gonna wash my windows off now, right?
And Zone 8 is going to be looking for them around 8-2 in Maryland. They had one running, possibly UW in a warrant.
Firm 8-1 in Maryland on Zone 8. 7383 Eddie.
7383 Eddie.
Can I get a number for the Roosevelt Red Line?
Okay, go ahead and take 09236.
225 units in 2 and citywide, we have a battery in progress. 5608 South King Drive. Caller says there's a group of kids fighting by the field house. Unknown if there are weapons. No further information. District 2, Zone 7 clear.
7383 boy.
7383 boy.
Double sleeve red line, copy 96.
09268.
739 Charlie.
7391 Charlie.
Clark, can I have a number for the Roosevelt green and red?
09276.
7383 David.
7383 David.
Can I get a VIN number for 35th and the red line?
That's going to be 09284.
10-4.
7394 boy.
7394 boy.
Let me get an event for State Lake Red, please.
09290.
86 Eddie.
7386 Eddie.
Please have an event number for a disturbance on view. The Howard Red Line.
09302.
386 Eddie.
86 Eddie.
Platform.
Go ahead, Paulson.
5700 Adam.
5700 Adam.
PH up already?
Yeah, PH should have been lifting a couple minutes ago. Was going to be headed over to Zone 8.
All right, thank you. PH1 citywide, we'll be on Zone 8.
PH 10-4.
3864.
7386 boy.
Get a 9 for parking late.
Saturn takes 09329.
7388 Charlie.
7388 Charlie.
Please get a platform check. Blue line halted.
Saturn takes 09366.
Thank you. 7383 Charlie.
7383 Charlie.
The number for 47 red line platform.
That's going to be 09374.
9 for Charlie.
7394 Charlie.
9 for Charlie. We have one in custody over at State Lake Red. Can we get a transport, please?
One in custody. It's going to be 1648.
Seven three. Citywide.
PH1 Citywide 1.
PH1, any more updates from 5700? Adam on that white Camry.
5700.
Adam, PH just hit, still going southbound on 39, local lane 4. Sam 642880. 5700 Adam.
5700 Adam.
Yeah, for PH, that vehicle just hit 83rd, local lane 2.
Hit 83rd, local lane number 274. PH copy.
PH1, we copy.
And 5700 Adam, can you go with that plate again?
5700 Adam, go is Sam 64880. Please don't belong in that vehicle.
Alright, 10-4.
7387 Charlie.
7387 Charlie.
Number for Blue Line Logan Square. 231 on the citywide.
231, you coming up on Citywide 1?
Yeah, Squad, you got a PH up. We got a on-two shot fired from a Mercedes. We're going to be northbound on Wabash from 47th Street.
47th Street Wabash shooting.
We copy. Keep giving out the direction.
47th Street Wabash, they're shooting out of a car.
Color description.
Alright, 231, do you have a description of the Mercedes?
Anything on that vehicle with the shots fired, Squad?
It looks like it's going to be 42 in Michigan. I believe it's still northbound. And it's a black Mercedes. It looks like they just lost eyes on it.
Alright, 3220. Where was the last location was seen?
Last seen northbound, 42 in Michigan. They're saying that it made a left at 42 in State.
99, you got a plate on it?
Frank Young 5, it's going to be partial plate.
739 for Charlie.
739 for Charlie.
It's fine. You can cancel that transport. It's just going to be a free trial.
All right, 1046.
7383 David.
7383 David, just stand by 1 second. 7383 David, go ahead.
Let's see, they have their local news now, I think.
Teddy Roosevelt also believed passionately in preserving the great frontier. 4 of his descendants have written a letter to 4 Republican senators, urging them not to allow mining upstream from the Boundary Waters Canoe Area wilderness in Minnesota. 83-year-old Ted Roosevelt IV, a New York City investment banker and lifelong Republican, tells the New York Times he's pretty sure his great-grandfather would be appalled by lawmakers' decision. Great-grandsons Tweed, Mark, and great-great-grandson Kermit Roosevelt III also signed the letter. It says preserving our great wilderness terrain was one of TR's greatest enduring legacies. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
And I'm Peter King, CBS News.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 1059 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
5:05 Monday, February 16th, your President's Day. Good afternoon. Thanks for listening. I'm Judson Richards and for Lisa Fielding. It is 65 degrees and partly sunny skies currently. For the rest of our afternoon, we'll see times of sun and clouds, breezy and warm. Tonight, increasing clouds, patchy fog, late a low of 40 degrees. Tomorrow, your Tuesday, patchy fog to start, especially north and west of the city. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and a high of 55. Our full 5-day accurate forecast coming your way in just about 10 minutes. Our top local story on News Radio WBBM. You may want to cut carbs today in anticipation of Punchki Day tomorrow. WBBM's Nancy Guthrie reports it's the big day for indulging in sweets before the start of Lent.
Longtime manager at Cherish Bakery, Debbie Milks, says they've been preparing for months for their first big holiday since they knew they were moving within the mall here at Higgins and Arlington Heights Road.
It's being packed over at the baking facility and then sent here, and they can't get everything on one truck because we're filling the store and we're bringing over orders.
Punchkis have been embraced here, but also changed a little, says owner Chris Koval.
True punchek is about the dough, it is not about the filling. So you would be lucky in Poland if you get a punchek with a teaspoon of filling.
The native Polish speaker introduced us to the term for a single punchki, which is punchek. Cherish's new retail space has more room for a long line of customers like Kirsty, who did not realize what day it is.
I had no clue. I just knew I said I came to get like cookies or something, but then this is what I needed to get for sure.
In Elk Grove, Nancy Hardy, News Radio 1059 WBBM.
Well, today's spring-like weather coupled with the President's Day holiday turned Chicago into a playground. Kara Rushing was walking her dog Dexter near 31st Street Beach.
It's so nice. I love warm weather, so I know I had to come up here today. There's snow on the ground, but it feels so nice out, so it's like you have to take the opportunity while you have it.
We'll tell you how long this beautiful weather will last coming up in the accurate 5-day forecast at 5:15. On President's Day weekend, former president was talking basketball and plans for the South Side.
Former President Barack Obama was at the NBA All-Star Game in Los Angeles, telling NBC that basketball will play a big role in the Obama Presidential Center.
We intend to have all kinds of activities because sports is an entryway for kids to participate, to build community, to create some joy.
When it's completed, the Obama Presidential Center will feature a gymnasium, including an NBA regulation-size court with intersecting practice courts. The 20-acre Obama Presidential Center is under construction at 60th and Stony Island in Chicago's Jackson Park neighborhood. It's expected to open in June. Terry Keshner, 1059 WBBM.
It is 5:08 to traffic and weather together on the 8th. Neil Fiorino, what's happening on I-55?
Well, Judson, we have a new crash. It's on the inbound side at Lamont Road. We had one there a little bit earlier, now a new one, and that's why you're jam-packed on 55, northbound from Route 53 again to Lamont Road, a 50-minute ride in from the Veterans Tollway, 28 in from the Tri-State, outbound pretty heavy from Dan Ryan to Cicero, and then from 83 to 355, headed out to the Tri-State 43 and 56 to the Veterans Tollway. Speaking of the tollways, we have a crash on the Tri-State northbound, slowing you down, passing I-57. On the southbound side of the Tri-State, your stop and go before the Eisenhower to Ogden. We had a stall in the very busy work zone. That's out of the way now. South of there, brake lights from the 82nd Street toll, the 95th, you have a stall there in the right lane. with a backup past that from I-80 to past Halstead. The Jane Addams eastbound slow approaching the ramp to westbound I-190. Long-term work on that exit ramp at the toll plaza. The Ronald Reagan tollway, I-88 eastbound heavy traffic between York and the northbound Tri-State ramp. The Veterans tollway southbound slow from 290 to Lake Street and then from North Avenue to Roosevelt and approaching the Reagan as well. In the northwest suburbs, no worries on Route 53. The southwest suburbs, I-80 westbound slow from Richards to Larkin. Eastbound a slowdown from Harlem to past 57 and from Kedzie as you make your way onto the Tri-State. Now northwest Indiana is seeing a delay on 8094 westbound. 65 to Burr, a crash there on the shoulder and a backup coming eastbound. That is your Gapers delay from the Bishop Ford to Burr. Your next report from the Metro Traffic Center, 518 News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Just a beautiful day today. Coming our way tonight, increasing clouds, patchy fog late, a low of 40 degrees. Then tomorrow, patchy fog to start, especially north and west of the city. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and a high of 55 degrees. Right now, partly sunny, 65 at O'Hare. Same thing in Midway, seeing 64 degrees at the lakefront. It's 510.
Home means everything to you. So when rates drop, you don't just sit back. Rocket Mortgage watches the market to help you save money when the time is right. We make refinancing simple and savings even simpler. Never miss a new lower monthly payment with Rocket Mortgage. Learn more at rocketmortgage.com or call 1-800-4ROCKET for cost information and conditions. Conditions apply. Not a commitment to lend. Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
At California Closets, we design for the little things. Take this moment of a woman getting dressed for an early meeting while her husband's still asleep. Sorry. And now, the California Closets version of that moment, featuring custom soft close drawers. Bedroom and home storage solutions by designers who get you. California Closets. More room for what matters.
Good afternoon. This portion of the news sponsored by Roscoe. It's 5:11. There's a battle in Washington over allowing trucks to carry even more weight.
Since the early 80s, semi-trucks have been limited to just 80,000 pounds. There's a push in Washington to up that to 91,000 pounds. Companies that ship things say it would be more efficient and would also cut down on greenhouse gas emissions. They say a pilot program with heavier trucks in Idaho didn't find they were any more dangerous. They also cite new safety measures that have been put into trucks since the early 80s. However, suburban leaders in Illinois and around the country say they don't want the higher truck limits. They say not only will it be more dangerous, leading to more crashes and rollovers, but also it would increase all of the damage done to roads. Cisco Cotto, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
On the south side, the DuPage Black History Museum and Education Center is celebrating 65 years today. Chicago historian Sherman Dilla Thomas was on hand for a small celebration inside the museum where visitors might be shocked to find a white hooded robe on display. Thomas tells us it's a chilling yet necessary representation of a traumatic part of history.
Just like it's important to capture the uniform of the Harlem Hellfighters or the Tuskegee Airmen, it's equally important to capture the uniform of the Ku Klux Klan. You're right, that it adds a visual component, and it's a real one too. And that's the whole point. I want people to know that no, this is a real thing that occurred. We want you to feel that trepidation that somebody would have saw, seeing somebody roll up with that thing on, right? That history is still with us.
The DuPage Black History Museum first opened in Bronzeville as the nation's first private museum dedicated to the history, art, and culture of African Americans and Black people worldwide. Back then it was called the Ebony Museum of Negro History and Art. The most recent name change came in 2022. Last night, police responded to the 600 block of West 61st Place in the Inglewood and Southside neighborhood after hearing gunshots just after 11 p.m. Upon arrival, police found a male victim shot multiple times and unresponsive. The victim was taken to the University of Chicago Hospital, where they later died. Up next, we'll take a look at sports and our 5-day accurate forecast. That's in 2 minutes. It's 5:13.
Hi, I'm Jack Arnold from Arnold Electric.
Zero 9660.
Real quick, they're giving a total disregard now. 2611 North on Hoyne. Again, 3 are detained. And per PH1, the roof does appear to be clear. They're given a total disregard.
Let's hear what happened there, right? That's right here. We might go over there after the sunset. 2600 in Hoyne, that's right here.
7386 boy.
Little Village.
Sudden take 093.
North or south, did he say?
7383 David.
Real quick, they're given a total disregard now. 2611 North on Hoyne. Again, 3 are detained. And per PH1, the roof does appear to be clear. They're
23 or 26?
7388 boy.
Real quick, they're given a total disregard now. 2611 North on Hoyne. Again, 3 are detained.
7373. 7373.
Invent for 69 for the rear.
It's going to be 08819. Boy, you gonna try again? Is that 83 boy? I'm still getting some static.
3864.
86 boy, go ahead.
Let me get a back number for Parking Lake.
Yeah, 86 boy, go ahead and take 08826.
7384 David.
7384 David.
Roll for the red line. Can I get one number for upper?
It's going to be 08829.
7334.
Well, 7383 boy.
79 to the red line, please.
08833.
7388 Charlie.
7388 Charlie.
Please have an event number for the station, Blue Line at Jackson.
Go ahead and take 08851.
Thank you. 7383 Adam.
7383 Adam.
Hey, event number for 95th Red Line.
That's going to be 08853.
That's working. 7386 David.
7386 David.
Can I get a Snap one track Chicago Red Line?
It's going to be 08871.
7397 David.
7397 David.
Can I get a number for your Roseville Green Line?
08894.
7373.
7373.
The back number for the platform at 69th Street.
08904.
It's pretty loud, Squad. One more time.
08904.
7343.
7343.
Event, Washington, Wabash, Brownland, please.
08909. For the units in one in the citywide, a battery in progress at Jewel 1224 South Wabash. Caller states that there's a fight breaking out in front, 5 to 6 males, no weapons seen. Nothing further, so for clear.
7387 Charlie.
7387 Charlie.
Belmont Blue Line Station, check please.
08923.
7383 Charlie.
7383 Charlie.
Number please for 47 Red Line.
08928.
7373.
7373.
I'll take that number for a disturbance down here. People don't understand they can't live on the platform. Make it a 19 Paul, but I need the number.
What did he say? You can't live on the platform. Did you hear him? Listen up. Listen up. Listen up.
7383 Charlie.
Listen up.
7373.
7373.
I'll take that number for a disturbance down here. People don't understand they can't live on the platform. Make it a 19 Paul, but I need the number.
They're cracking down, baby. Did you hear that? He's like, yeah, I can't live here. I'm telling you, Brandon Johnson's going to get elected. You're going to see. He's telling the cops crack their skulls. Did you hear the guy who says he's telling people to get off the platform? Why? Why didn't they do this 3 years ago? Because he's catering to all the patronage votes, and now he's going to crack down to get the middle. And what people, and when the election comes, they're going to say, oh, I feel a little safer. He did a good job. He's going to get reelected. Then the next 3 years, he's going to do his crap. I know. They did that at the teachers union. You'll see. He's going to crack down hard. He's going to even lay and fire people off. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. I know his playbook.
7389 Davis.
Can I have an event number for the Roosevelt Red Line, please?
It's going to be 08990.
364.
7386 boy. 09003.
386 Eddie.
7386 Eddie.
Yes, can I please have a number with red light?
You're going to take 09021. Units at 9 on City Road, we're getting a battery in progress, 1660 West 47th Street. I'm not on this calling is a man finding a woman outside of her place of business, a male Hispanic wearing a gray hat, black jacket, no weapon seen, 9th District.
All units in the 7th District and citywide, person with a gun, 61st and Princeton, at 61st and Princeton. Close AT fears for his life. They're walking around, waving him in the air. It's a male black, last seen wearing blue and black. Color was uncooperative. And that's all we got. 5 male blacks with guns. Zone 6 clear.
Units at 6 on the citywide CTA bus alarm 95th in Lafayette, 95 in Lafayette. CTA is calling it in. Bus number 8519 facing westbound. Trigger their silent alarm. No further 6 digits on 8.
7388 boy.
One for down on my position.
It's going to be 09141.
73894
7394 boy.
Right, let me get a red light check at Roosevelt, please.
It's going to be 09148.
7394 Charlie.
7394 Charlie.
Call that number for red light next street.
09155.
7386 David.
7386 David.
Cargo red line open.
09164. Units in 3 and citywide, we have a person with a gun. Man selling liquor from a beige Tahoe in a parking lot. Caller alleges that he saw a person waving a gun. No further information. Zone 7, District 3 is clear.
7388 Charlie.
7388 Charlie.
270 event number. I'm on the blue line, train number 7045, going from Jackson to Hall 6.
City 09180. 97 boy, you're coming on?
Yeah, 3 stop back to blue.
That's City 09184.
1-4, thank you.
Helicopter base on Citywide 1.
Base on Citywide 1, they're going to be lifting in about a minute and a half here.
And Zone 8 is going to be looking for them around 8-2 in Maryland. They had one running, possibly UUW and a warrant.
Affirm for 8-1 in Maryland on Zone 8.
7383 Eddie.
7383 Eddie.
Can I get a number for the Roosevelt red line?
Yeah, go ahead and take 09236. 225 units in 2 and citywide. We have a battery in progress. 5608 South King Drive. Caller says there's a group of kids fighting by the field house. Unknown if there are weapons. No further information. District 2, Zone 7 clear.
7383 boy.
7383 boy.
Please, where is something else?
09268.
739 Charlie.
7391 Charlie.
Right, can I have an event number for the Roosevelt green and red?
Yeah, 09276.
7383 David.
7383 David.
Hi, can I get an event number for 36 on the red line?
That's going to be 09284.
10-4.
73944.
7394 boy.
Let me get an event for State Lake Red, please.
09290.
86 Eddie.
7386 Eddie.
Please have the event number for disturbance on view. The Harbor Rip. Please only copy.
And 5700 Adam, can you go with that plate again?
5700 Adam, go is M6480. Those plates don't belong in that vehicle.
Alright, 10-4.
7387 Charlie.
7387 Charlie.
Number for Blue Line Logan Square. 231 on the citywide.
231, you coming up on citywide 1?
Yes, Clyde, you got PH up. We got on-two shot fired from a Mercedes. We're going to be northbound on Wabash from 40. 7388 Charlie.
7388 Charlie.
Can you please hold us down under transmission, Blue Line halted.
Yeah, 09510.
And hold down Adam Boyd, Charlie David here with me.
10-4.
7388 is here too.
Alright, 10-4. Yeah, no new updates. It was just last seen around 4-2 in Michigan. It's going to be a black Mercedes, partial blade of Frank Young 5. They've seen use caution. 263 had witnessed a black SUV that was shooting.
You're clear.
Yeah, go ahead.
7386 Adam. We get a Jackson Red, please.
09518.
7391 Charlie.
7391 Charlie.
Can I have an event number for street stop at Green Line on Roosevelt?
09525.
7391 David.
7391 David.
Can I get event number for State Lake Red, please?
Go ahead and take 09531.
7386 David.
7386 David.
Yes, I get one for Chicago Red Line platform.
09532.
For the units in 14 Citywide, I'm going to present the gun at Damon and Elston. Elston and Damon. It says near Costco, across the street, you can see 4 unknown males wearing black clothing. One male appears to have a gun and waving something that appears to be a sniper at her. They're climbing up the smoke tower on the building roof. I have nothing further on it. 14th District, Zone 3.
Snipers, baby, snipers.
I got a SAR car that could start monitoring zone 3 for that with Damon and Alston. She's claiming it's a guy's got a gun and could be a sniper, I guess. 4603.
Sniper at Costco.
4603, alright, 10-4.
Sniper climbing up the smokestack by Costco.
Damon and Elston.
By Damon and Elston.
Near the Costco across the street, there was 4 unknown males wearing black clothing, and one appeared to have a gun. She thought it may have been a sniper, I guess because they climbed up the smoke tower on the building roof. That's per this one caller. Copy. $4,600.
4600.
That's fine. Can you drop that on my screen there?
Yeah, 10-4.
Hello, Alice. Hey, LT, how you doing?
Hello, Ramona.
Hello. Going to that spot. Zone 3. 4603, I'm going to switch over to zone
10-4.
7343.
7343.
Adams to Wabas, green line, please.
Go ahead and take 09567.
Alright, and for the SAR cars, quick update here. They are actually updating the address. It's because it's by the Costco, it's going to be that one by Clybourn. Like Clybourn and Diversey is what they're saying.
7386 Eddie. 7386 Eddie.
Can I please have a event number? Power red lane upper.
09585.
Real quick update for the SAR cars. We do have these people on camera. There are indeed 4 people on the roof. We're working on figuring out what the address is. One is on top of the smokestack. 3 more are with them, but on the roof part. So far, no mention of a gun that we've seen.
PH1, what's the location of that?
PH1, that's going to be in the area of the Costco, 2746 North Clybourn by Clybourn and Diversey. It's across the street from it. We don't have a good address of what that building is, though.
That's the Lathrop Homes.
Alright, PH checking the roof, Denver. There we go, 2611 North Hoyne. 2611 North Hoyne is going to be the estimated address. We got him on camera here. It's going to be a male wearing a gray sweatshirt and black pants from what we can tell. He is currently climbing down the smokestack. This camera is too bad to see if there's any sort of firearm, though.
PH is about a minute and a half out.
Copy that.
4993.
4993.
You show me heading over to site 51 drop.
Alright, 10 for it.
Just show 4993 as well.
Cover.
391 David.
7391 David.
That number for a pre-trial over here at Sand Lake in the red.
09630.
Alright, they got one detained over there so far. They got another one running though over eastbound onto Damon. They got one running eastbound towards Damon.
So the units in Seoul citywide criminal trespass in progress, 2150 South Canal Port, 2150 South Canal Port. Homeless male black broke into the basement of the Lacuna Lofts and is trespassing. Unknown weapons, but he's known to carry knives. He's wearing all black. Nothing further. 12th District, Zone 3.
383 Eddie.
7383 Eddie.
Yeah, this is an event number for lunch, 1310 South Wabash.
Should be 09640.
7387 Adam.
7387 Adam.
Event number for a right measure from O'Hare to Harlem Avenue.
09647.
Task Force.
Let's see what the news is saying, huh? Local news.
Deputy Clerk Adam Johnson, who spoke to CBS News Chicago. The winner of Brown's primary will go on to challenge Democratic incumbent Bill Foster in November. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
We are learning some more details about a shooting at an indoor ice skating rink in Rhode Island. 2 people are dead, along with a suspect, and 4 others were hospitalized after the incident at Dennis Lynch Arena in Pawtucket. A hockey game between 2 high schools was reportedly happening at the time. Following the shooting, tearful families and high school hockey players were seen hugging before the students boarded a bus to leave the area. Local law enforcement continued to investigate. The NAACP and other organizations want personal voter information to be protected after the FBI seized election files in Georgia.
The motion filed by civil rights organizations asks a federal judge to bar the FBI from using the data for purposes other than the criminal election interference investigation wanted by President Trump and cited in the search warrant. They say Georgia residents entrusted the state with sensitive personal information when they registered to vote, and the seizure of election material from Fulton County breached privacy protections. The Department of Justice is seeking detailed voter information from 23 states and D.C., but federal courts have already rejected some of those efforts. Michael Toscano, CBS News, Washington.
Investigators are following several leads in Nancy Guthrie kidnapping as her daughter's Today Show host, Savannah Guthrie, holds out hope.
Investigators searching for Nancy Guthrie pour over Walmart video after the Ozark Trail hiker pack seen on the masked man at her door was ID'd as an item sold there. And the FBI finding a glove near her Tucson area home, similar to ones that mystery man was wearing in the surveillance video. DNA being analyzed for any matches leading to a possible suspect as the search for the missing mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie enters its 3rd week.
We still have hope. And we still believe. And I wanted to say to whoever has her or knows where she is that it's never too late.
So far, ransom notes sent to media not panning out. I'm Julie Walker.
Coming up next, our look at traffic and weather and where to find the best gas prices. It's 5:36.
It's Chevy Auto Showtime at your local Chevy dealer. Now's your chance to check out a Chevy Silverado 1500 pickup with 1.9% APR financing. Go to Chevy Drive Chicago for details.
So we're ready to move on or what? I think we're going to try to see if there's any local news. And then we'll move on.
At UC Bank,
there's a nice sunset, so they got a couple of guys like that smokestack there. I know which one that was. That's the Lathrop Home smokestack. I've been in that one. I climbed that one myself, allegedly. I hope everybody enjoyed that sunset. It was beautiful, wasn't it? I'm glad you guys stuck with me. I appreciate it. We're going to do a little driving and we'll see how long we're going to check out the west side maybe a little bit, see what's going on here, right?
25% off windows and doors.
There's a video about the mayor I'm going to be posting in a second.
To learn why America's homeowners rate Pella Windows and Doors #1 most trusted and highest value. Call 833-87-PELLA. Restrictions apply. See site for details. Study of homeowner perceptions of leading national brands. Study commissioned by Pella, 2023.
Now, the lowest gas prices from News.
I guess there's a reporter. There was a lady raped by a migrant. And the reporter asks, hey, what are you doing and what are you going to do about this? And the mayor says, let's just move on. I don't want to talk about that. So he doesn't care about women getting raped in our city. That's not good.
As well. If you see a great gas price, give us a call.
They're ready to get out of here?
4277. It is 5:38. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. Neil Fiorito, what's happening on the South Lakeshore Drive?
Yep, Lakefront really busy on the northbound side. Your stop and go from 57 Drive to before 47th Street. Crash there. Multiple lanes are blocked. Then your heavy approach in Chicago Avenue with brake lights on the southbound side from Michigan to Chicago and delays making your way through Graham Park. On the tollways, the heaviest one, the Tri-State southbound from the Eisenhower to Ogden. A lot of construction continues between the Cermak toll and the Stevenson. Looking over on Route 53 in the northwest suburbs, no issues. The southwest suburbs, some backups along I-80, westbound from Center to Larkin, and eastbound from Kedzie to the Tri-State. Northwest Indiana, heavy traffic on the westbound side of 8094 from Broadway to Kennedy and eastbound from the Ford over to Kennedy Avenue. Expressways on the Illinois side, the Eden's coming in 22-17 out. The Kennedy out, you're at 18 to Montrose. A little slower in the express lanes, 35 to O'Hare and 45 minutes.
All right, ready to get out of here? Let's go.
On the O'Hare extension on either side between the O'Hare terminals and the Kennedy Expressway. On the Eisenhower, about 57 to and from the Jane Addams Tollway. Stevenson still pretty heavy coming inbound from the Veterans Toll to Lamont Road. Crash cleanup continues in the two right lanes, and you're really backed up into Bolingbrook on 55 north from Route 53. Mountain Road is a really good alternate if you can use it. A 50-minute ride in from the Veterans going outbound 41 to the Tri-State, 55 to the Veterans Tollway. Southside, the Dan Ryan 23 out, just 14 in. 57 going out slow from the Ryan to past Homestead. Bishop Ford Freeway looking pretty good, so is Route 394. Your next report from the Metro Traffic Center, 548 News Radio 105.9 WBBM. WBBM weather to be on the increase for tonight. Might be a stray sprinkler from Southern Wisconsin.
60 degrees with some snow out, huh? I'll check out if they got any good graffiti on this wall.
Tomorrow, some rain at times, maybe a thunderstorm, low 51. And drying out Wednesday, it'll turn quite warm again with a gusty breeze. Bouncing away to some sunshine on 65. 65 degrees at O'Hare right now, 64 Midway, 63 in Arlington Heights, 64 at the lakefront, going down to 40 tonight. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Thanks for joining us. Time now 5:40. The DuPage Black History Museum is throwing a 65th birthday party today.
When it opened in 1961 as the nation's first independent museum dedicated to the history, art, and culture of African Americans and Black people worldwide, the museum was located in Bronzeville. It was called the Ebony Museum of Negro History and Art, now called the DuPage Black History Museum and Education Center and located in Washington Park. Chicago historian Sherman Thomas is on hand for the museum's 65th, and in between bites of birthday cake, he says that there was never anything truly problematic about the old name.
I got censored on Instagram for saying Negro. I'm like, that's what's on my dad's birth certificate, right? So, no, it wasn't a controversial thing at all.
The most recent name change was announced during the Juneteenth celebration of 2022 and is meant to include a global Black diaspora, says Sherman.
Right, there's Black dudes, in Jamaica. There's Black dudes in Haiti. There's Black dudes in the Dominican, right? There's Black
That's
dudes
cool, huh?
in Ireland. I'm Black Irish, right? I just wanted to speak to the fullness of the Black experience and not necessarily
playing with the names. It's weird. I like what he said.
The Black American experience, and so that and there was a little grumbling, right? Us Chicagoans, we don't like to change the name of nothing.
At the DuPage Black History Museum on the South Side, Brandon Eisen, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
There's new fallout tied to the Epstein case. Entertainment executive Casey Wasserman is reportedly putting his talent agency up for sale after emails involving Ghislaine Maxwell surfaced. In recent days, new file releases have rocked political and royal figures overseas. CBS News' Lee Kinari reports on the backlash in London.
Mr. Speaker.
And in the UK, pressure on the Prime Minister.
I told you guys they're going to remove the Prime Minister 2 weeks ago, didn't I?
There will be change.
Two party members forced to step down in the wake
I said that 2 weeks ago on
Andrew Mountbatten
I put a message.
Faces new calls to be investigated for possible corruption.
British police said they were examining claims that the former Prince Andrew sent confidential trade reports to Jeffrey Epstein. Coming up next, our top trending stories. Look at sports. It's 5:42.
Work and money shape Chicago every day. From the
I put that up on our page. I said, they're going to remove the Prime Minister, and people were laughing at me when I said it. I said, all right, you'll see. Whatever. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. That's the way life goes.
Chicago's news, traffic, weather, and business station. News Radio 105.9.
Let's keep moving, huh?
The time to refresh your interior space is now. MachineChicago.com has the industry expert.
373.
73.
I'll check at 69th and arrest.
10038.
Charlie, you're not.
7394 Charlie, can I have your number at Washington Lava at Brown, please?
One 0041.
Let's move on, hey guys. What happened to the radio calls, huh? What happened to there was the one on the roof, that's what we're trying to get to, right? What happened on that roof?
7383 Charlie.
Oh, that might have been that one on the roof. Reagan saying. Right?
10052.
We reported that, right? When it happened. All right, let's go back a few minutes and see what's going on, all right? Go right there, right?
7343.
7343.
Adams to Water and Green Line, please.
Biden take 09567.
Alright, and for the Starcars, quick update here. They are actually updating the address. It's because it's by the Costco, it's going to be that one by Clybourn.
We heard that already,
like
right?
Clybourn and,
we heard that.
383 boy.
7383 boy.
That's number 379 on the red line.
09660.
386 boy. 7383 Adam.
73487 assault in progress. 7101 South Ashland. Male white, stealing, not threatening to harm employees, wearing black hoodie, black pants, nothing further. District 7 Zone 6.
386 David.
7386 David.
Get one for Chicago Red Line, Oprah.
7386 Eddie.
7386 Eddie.
Can I get one for the Howard side, please?
09863.
7391 David.
7391 David.
Got one in custody. Can we get a transfer over here?
One in custody at 1729 and 10 for.
7383 David.
7383 David.
Hi, can I get a VIN number 35th in the red line?
Button take 09880. 733 units and 7 citywide, a person with a gun. 7114 South May for a man with a gun. 40-year-old 6'1", male black, blue New York jacket, blue jeans. Subject finish District 7 Zone 6.
1 David.
7391 David.
We're going to be street level over here at 108 North State.
10 for. And TH1.
TH1 citywide.
Yeah, just letting you know the G-Wagon that Days was looking for. Looks like they found it with 2 in custody.
7386 Adam.
7386 Adam.
Jackson Blue Line, please.
It's going to be 09919.
7391 David.
7391 David.
Hold this self-transport to 1.
Alright, 10-4. If you're stepping off now, you have 1735 in the clock.
386 boys.
Remember I was going through that field in the snow a few weeks ago. Remember that?
Number for Market Lake.
We're on 5th now.
09943.
What, can you repeat that number again?
Yeah, 09943.
387 Charlie.
7387 Charlie.
That's for lunch, please. 2740 North Milwaukee.
09955.
7391 David.
7391 David.
Can you show us going to 1 ending mileage going to be 8434?
1737.
We have 7133 on Citywide 1.
7394 Charlie.
7394 Charlie.
Can I get a VIN at Washington Wabash for the Peak Line?
09981.
3214? 3212.
3212.
Can I get a reload for a Volkswagen Passat?
Yeah, 10-4. Is this going to be in the northbound or southbound lane?
It'll be a northbound lane right before 47.
10-4.
3212.
3212.
I'll be down to one lane on the drive right now.
10-4.
7383 Adam.
7383 Adam.
See that number for 95th red line.
10031.
7373.
7373.
I'll check at 69th and the rest.
10038.
I think I gotta go south, right?
Charlie.
For 5th?
7394 Charlie. Can I have your number at Washington Wabash Brown, please?
10041.
7383 Charlie.
7383 Charlie.
That number, please, for the red line at 47.
10052. 322, 321. We got a person with a gun, 7098 South King Drive. Caller states 5 male blacks running northbound on King Drive with a gun. All males. Last seen wearing black ski masks with backpacks. No drugs or alcohol seen. No further description. Zone 7, District 3 is clear.
7383 David.
7383.
We're on the west side, by the way. That's the highway right here. We're on the west side. So.
10064.
West side.
7391.
7391, David.
We landed in one, I think mileage is going to be 8434.
1745.
7386 David.
7386 David.
And you want Chicago Red Line platform.
10078.
7394 boy.
7394 boy.
Let me get a red line check at Jackson, please.
10082.
There you go. You got the political signs on an abandoned building. How do you like that? You gonna vote for them? Yeah, most likely, right?
Man,
this is a wild place over here, man.
189, 10089.
We're gonna fool around today. We're gonna do some different things. We'll see how it works out. We'll ride the video till 7.
In progress at the McDonald's, 2844 West 47. This Martinez that 5 male Hispanics intoxicated, and one is damaging items, wearing a hat, camo jacket, brown pants, brown boots.
Abandoned building. There you go. See that there? We got plenty of housing. See the house there? It's abandoned. There's plenty of nice. That's a nice house. That's brick. It's a nice brick home right there, man.
7343.
That's a really nice house.
Wabash Green Line, please.
Go ahead and take 10131.
SubX.News live, west side on 5th Avenue. Gonna go see if the hookers are out today. I'm pretty sure they are.
Yes, squad, a number for a platform at 69, clearing it out down here.
Must be a halfway house there, huh? See those people hanging out there? look a little shady.
10138.
Shady people, man. That's it. It's a shady city. Maybe we should.
6 on the citywide ticket of a person with a gun, 7558 South Eberhard. Serena called it in.
Maybe we should start calling our city the shady shit. The city, the shady.
Frank Lincoln 599.
Yeah, we got some shady characters. I'm shady. I'm not gonna say nothing else.
7394 Charlie.
It's a nice night, though. Beautiful out.
It's going to be 10170.
Happy Monday, by the way. Happy Monday. Whoa! That was a big jump.
7385.
They're doing something here. They're doing some construction right there. They're doing something in there. I was off-roading in there last winter, I think.
10185.
Off-roading is bad now because it's all muddy. Oh, man, what she was whispering there? What's that girl whispering on the radio? Did you hear it? What was she whispering?
7394 Charlie. 7394 Charlie. Number 4 about Grand Place. It's going to be 10170.
7385, Eddie.
7385, Eddie.
We got a check on the red line.
Yeah, I was whispering, wasn't it?
Red line where? 10185. Ariel. Just go to lodge.
7387 Adam boy.
87 Adam boy.
Can I get that number, blue line and Harlem?
Take that 10213, 10213.
The hookers are out there, you know that, right? We gotta check them out or what? It's nice, right? By the way, Nicolette, my wife was asking, who's that chick called Nicolette? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know all the ladies. And here, the chicks are out here. See that there? There they go, right? They're working, right? There they go, man. Right. Oh, man, there's a lot of them out today. There you go. See that there? There's a lot of girls out tonight, huh? Oh, man, she's half naked. Look at that one. See that there? She's half naked, man. She had everything showing on that one. We're going to check out the hooker tent back over here, right? Yeah, see all the guys are coming back here to get a date. Look at all the traffic here. There ain't nothing here, but you see all the cars driving around, right? It's kind of funny. You know, those girls are making their money. That's what they're doing. The problem is when violence and drugs are involved with it. That's where... I know you guys might not like what I say. Look, you can't stop vices. You're never going to stop drugs, alcohol, gambling, prostitution. You're never going to stop all of that stuff. You're not. You are not going to stop it. So what do? You regulate it and make it safe. Does that mean it's okay? No, I'm not saying that it's okay. The point is it's one of those things where you're not going to stop it. So if you pretend that you're going to stop it, you're wasting your time and money, and you're lying to yourself. And if a politician says they're going to stop it, they're lying. If a politician says they're going to stop crime, they're lying. What you can do is manage crime, and you can make it so it don't mess with regular people like on the CTA. Right? Yes, you're right. Look, it doesn't mean prostitution's good. I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying that when people lie, like the MAGAs lie, like the left lies, the left says, oh, let them do whatever they want. You're violating their rights. The right says, oh, it's illegal and immoral and God, blah, 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 and we're going to outlaw it. Well, yeah, didn't we do that with prohibition? And what happened with prohibition? And they made it worse. So what do? You acknowledge the issue. You regulate it. You make it safe. If for drug addicts, you make them register, right? You make drug addicts register. You say, yeah, you want to be a drug addict? Fine, you can register. You can never have certain jobs if you're on drugs, period. That's it. All right, we're going to take you guys do a little off-roading today. How about that? You guys want to do a little off-roading? Let's see what we can do here, huh? And then we'll put on the news while we're doing a little off-roading. How about that, huh? No music, because the music will ban us. Ready to do a little off-roading?
Of spring, thanks to record warm temperatures and the President's Day holiday. Plus, a family dispute is suspected to be the cause of a fatal shooting in an ice rink in Rhode Island. The latest is next.
Ready?
From
there we go.
News.
Let's have some fun.
Markets are closed for President's Day. As mentioned, tomorrow you can expect patchy fog to start.
Oh man, that's a high hill there.
The rest of the city, otherwise mostly cloudy, will not be as warm tomorrow as it is today. Expected 55 tomorrow, 65 today. It's 6 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Peter King. Police are trying to find out exactly why a gunman started shooting at a high school hockey game in Pawtucket, Rhode Island this afternoon. When it was over, 2 people were dead. The gunman had killed himself. 3 other people were wounded. Police chief Tina Gonzalez.
Upon arrival,
they put up a fence here. See that?
People obviously inside the arena.
It was open. Remember that? The Spanguli graffitis back there.
The suspect was confirmed as one of those casualties. Later on, we learned that another casualty from the shooting was...
It's all blocked off. That's bogus.
Injuries after being at the hospital, and there's 3 additional...
Bogus!
PRI-TV reports the people he shot were all members of his own family. A Georgia man is on trial for...
Probably illegal land acquisition.
He provided the gun that his son used to kill 4 people during a school shooting in 2024.
Prosecutors say Colin Gray gave his son Colt, who was 14 at the time, access to a gun and ammunition despite warning signs. Barrow County District Attorney Brad Smith.
This is a case about...
We're not going up there. That's a live train check.
Consequences of them.
Defense lawyers say the teen hid the planning and timing of the school shooting from his father. Jim Priscilla, CBS News.
The Pima County, Arizona sheriff is trying to tamp down misinformation that's been swirling around the Nancy Guthrie case. CBS's Andres Gutierrez is in Tucson.
At this point, they're saying that the family is not a suspect in this case, that any assumptions or tying it is essentially cruel. The FBI, though, now leaning on forensic evidence. They're saying that one of the 16 gloves that they recovered out here at the scene matches the one that was seen on that
think that's an illegal barrier there. What do you think, guys?
They have developed a
We've been back there, remember
that glove.
Robert Duvall started out as a starving actor in New York City, hanging out with the likes of Dustin Hoffman and Gene Hackman. By the 70s, they were all Hollywood stars and later icons. His wife says Duvall has died at age 95. He's CBS's Jared Hill.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Robert Duvall's remarkable career spanned decades, punctuated by some of the most memorable roles in movie history. After serving in the U.S. Army and graduating from college, Duvall made his film debut as Boo Radley in 1962's To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, that's a good one.
His career
Boo Radley.
took off a decade later with The Godfather, earning him the first of 6 Oscar nods. He won Best Actor for Tender Mercies. Former President Obama clarifying comments he made about aliens, the space kind, being real this past weekend. He says while statistically there's probably life out there, there was no evidence during his administration that they had made contact with us. This is CBS News.
I want to know what's going on in the world. I'm Tony. There are big questions that all of us are asking. I want to get you the answers. How are you? I'm Tony DeFilippo. Join me on the CBS Evening News.
This message is brought to you by Avocado Matters.
Hey, I'm hunting for something fresh for spring.
This is one organic brand worth knowing. That's because what you sleep on actually matters.
Most mattresses rely on synthetic foams and chemical materials that trap heat, break down over time, or off-gas. Avocado does it differently. Their mattresses are handcrafted with natural materials, organic latex, organic wool, and organic cotton, designed to be naturally cooling incredibly supportive and long-lasting. They're certified organic by GOTS and meet multiple non-toxic and safety certifications. Made for people.
If you want to see a really good movie with Robert Duvall, that was one of his starting roles. He was wasn't that big, Boo Radley. To Kill a Mockingbird, I believe that's Gregory Peck. I think Sidney Poitier might be in that one too, and I forget the female actor. That is an excellent movie. Excellent movie. To Kill a Mockingbird. Watch it. It's a good movie. I don't know which is better, the book or the movie. Remember in the old days we used to read books and stuff? Yeah, they don't do that no more, man. We had some good books in the old days. To Kill a Mockingbird, Tom Sawyer, right? The Old Man and the Sea. You remember all those books we used to read? What's the one about the Gulag? Alexander Solzhenitsyn. I don't know what that one was. Remember that one? That story? What was that? Oh, I'm forgetting. Not War and Peace, Tolstoy. That's too long. I never finished that book. But that other one by I forget what that was called there. When I remember, Crime and Punishment. Was that what it was called? Yeah. We read all those cool books when we were in high school. Remember those good books? Those were wild, right? Yeah, they were good books.
$1 million. The Pikachu Illustrator card sold after 41 days of bidding. Paul bought the same card in 2021 for just over $5 million. I'd say that's a pretty good return on investment by any measure. And I'm Peter King, CBS News.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com. 6:05 Monday, February 16th. Good evening. Thanks for listening. I'm Judson Richards in for Lisa Fielding on your President's Day. It is 65 degrees still in Chicago under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, increasing clouds, patchy fog late, and a low of about 40 degrees. Tomorrow, patchy fog to start, especially north and west of the city. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and a high of 55 or full 5-day echo. The forecast coming your way in just about 10 minutes. Our top local story on News Radio WBBM. A teen girl is recovering from a gunshot wound, and another person is dead following an incident in Oswego Township. The story from WBBM's Terry Keschner.
About 12:30 Sunday afternoon, Chicago police notified the Kendall County Sheriff's Office about a 14-year-old girl who had been shot in the leg. It was later determined the girl had been shot that morning at a residence on Palomino Lane in Oswego Township, about 45 miles southwest of Chicago. The girl was treated at a hospital and released. Kendall County Sheriff's deputies later found a dead male in the same residence in Oswego Township. He had been shot multiple times. Investigators have identified a potential person of interest who has been detained and is in custody. Terry Keschner, 105.9 WBBM.
Today's spring-like weather, coupled with the President's Day holiday, turned Chicago into a playground. Chicagoans were out enjoying it, but no winter is not over.
Chicago's crazy, the weather. You never know what we're going to get. Great little day or two here and there. You take advantage of it. Get out of the house.
Do not get used to this. Oh, we're going to have some more snow for sure. It'll be a bitterly cold St. Patrick's Day parade weekend.
Yeah, Sidney Poitier. That dude's a good damn actor. I love watching all his movies. Sidney Poitier, yeah, he's good. He's really good, man. Those were, remember, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. I should probably get out of this place. It's killing happening back here, but whatever. I'm in the middle of the woods right now, man. I don't know if I should say that. Actually, you can go this way. I've gone this way, but I don't know if I want to do that tonight. I might do that another day. I'll show you. You can actually go this way. Let me show you this. See that there? You want to go or not? Let's see how far we can go. Let's see if I'm in four-wheel drive. So, I don't want to get a flat. That's the problem, right? Off-road. Yeah, those are good stories. See, they taking out the tracks here. See that there? Yeah, we'll do a little off-roading. How about that, right? Yeah, watch I don't wreck my truck here, man. Might be dangerous back here, to tell you the truth. So, yeah, those were all good. We read the books. Oh man, they got some good graffiti there. Look at that. That's really good. Oh, they got is that Bart Simpson there? Yeah, there you go. Oh man, see those? You got those screws, the spikes. That's not good there. And then if I go in the middle, I'm gonna tear up my inside of my wheels. See that there? Oh man, you see how they got it set up there? Let's see. Let's take it. You see what I'm talking about? Harper Lee. Yeah, there you go. We'll try it out. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, Harper Lee. That was an excellent book. Alexander Solzhenitsyn. What did he write? That was Crime and Punishment, I thought, didn't he? Let me fix this video here. If something happens to me, make sure you call the cops if I get shot or jumped out here, right? It's really bad here, though. I shouldn't be driving on this side. I should drive on the other side there. See that there? Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can get on that other side. This side's there. Why don't we do it this way? This side's a little better. It's a little cleaner. It don't have those spikes. Those spikes will tear up your tire there. There you go. SubX.News on the spot reporting. Yeah, this is what you get, man. We do all kinds. There might be some ghouls sitting on it, so I have to roll up my window. I don't want them grabbing me or doing whatever. Yeah, they used that used to be open right there. There's a cool graffiti right here. Let me show you this. I'm going to take a picture of it, and then I'll show you it, all right? There's a cool graffiti right next to me. I'll show you it. Let me show it to you. You guys want to see it? Happy Valentine's Day. How you like that? There you go. They're nice out here in the woods, huh? I don't know if this is the woods or if it's dangerous or what it is. It probably shouldn't be. I don't recommend people doing this shit. It's kind of dangerous. You don't know what's back here. There's probably killers back here.
Thanks for joining us. Time now 6:11. A driver with a history of DUIs has been sentenced to 9 years in prison for a deadly crash.
Alrighty, it doesn't look good here. You see how it is? Alright, what we're gonna have to do is go. We're gonna have to go over there. See that there? And there's shit laying there.
State's Attorney's Office says the 42-year-old's blood alcohol content was more than 2.5 times the legal limit. After the fact, pleaded guilty to 1 felony count of aggravated driving under the influence causing death. See Hardy News Radio 105 WBBM.
People live back here. See that there? There's divvy bikes. See the divvy bike right there?
Investigators say the chase went to Chicago and eventually ended with a crash near Oakley in Madison. The blue sedan went through an intersection and struck the passenger side of a black pickup truck. That's when CBD says the driver of the blue sedan and
you remember those stories, right, Marietta? We read stories. We talked about them in class. If the movie was already made, then you'd watch the movie afterwards. Sometimes you had the play that you did or acting. We did. School was so great. I don't know. I know it wasn't the perfect thing, but we had a good time in education, I think, when we grew up. Oh, man, look at that. It's bad out here. Look at that. Oh, there's an animal up there. You see the lights? See the light? See the animal? See the eyeballs in front of us? There's eyeballs right in front of us. Right in front of us. They're looking at us. I think that's a coyote. See that? See it right there? Look. Right.
An appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international.
That's a coyote. I better turn down my. If something happens, make sure you call the cops, all right? See that? That's a cat. See the cat in front of us right there? See that right there? That was cute, right? Yeah, he was a good actor. He's a really good actor. Yeah. I might watch that tonight. To Kill a Mockingbird, I might watch it. You know, why don't we do stuff like that together? I know, look, everybody has their own lives, their own personalities. I'm not telling anybody to. Why don't we do like a book party or a watch party? And maybe we watch a movie together, or we watch it and then talk about it. Kind of do some cool stuff. Forget all this weird. I'm tired of this weirdo stuff, man. There's too much weird, strange. Oh, man, look at that. There's a nice graffiti. You see that one there? That's a wild one there, huh? That's wild. You see that one there? See that one over there? Check that one out. That's pretty wild, huh? I think I better close my other window here. I don't want nobody jumping into my truck there. You know what I'm talking about? You're going to see where I pop out. You're going to be surprised. You're going to be really surprised where I pop out. You don't even... And that, I can't say. We're going to see those who have been watching my show all day. You tell me. I'm not going to say, right? All right, they keep moving. Yeah, people live out here. There's housing out here, man. They jump out at you over here. This is a bridge over here. You got to be careful not to fall off. This is a bridge. You got to watch. You can fall right down. Here, let me show you this. Look at this. There you go, man. This is a bridge. I'm on top of the road here. See that there? I ain't no joke, man. How do you think I do? You think I play? What's up here, man? You gotta watch. They might barricade the road so they jump you. Yeah, there you go. Some jagoff put those tires there, right? To block me, right? I'm not... that's some nasty shit there, man, right? So we'll go like this. I don't need to deal with that there. See that there? That's how you do that one. There you go. That's what a monster truck is good for, huh? It's not good on gas mileage. It ain't good on repairs, but a monster truck can do that. Got it? What's up? What's up, Marietta? I know you like the sunset. You like... Yeah, I want to take people on these types of rides, but they're extremely dangerous. Not only they're dangerous for things that can happen to you out here by breaking down or falling off or some things like that, but it's dangerous by humans. You don't know who's out here, right? There might be drug addicts, killers, rapists, migrants. Who knows what they are? Jeffrey Epstein might be hiding over here. I don't know what he did. Oh, and by the way, Jeffrey Epstein, I cannot post all the posts. Not on Facebook. They're very bad. Like, extremely bad. I've been reading some of it. I got it on my Twitter. I tried to repost everything on Twitter. Twitter's a little better, but I cannot post Jeffrey Epstein stuff, all of it, on Facebook. I will get banned. It's very nasty. It's extreme. Whatever. Man, look at that. See, they sit there. See that there? See, that's somebody's house there. You see that there? That's somebody's domicile right there, man. See that there? So, yeah, I'm following the Epstein stuff, and I'll tell you, they didn't release all the files. Now the MAGAs are arguing, oh, you want to release child porn, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, they don't. They're like, you need to say, this is the file, this is what's on here, and then you put it in as a restricted access, and then if you need to see it for, if you're a reporter or a police agency or somebody you want to see it, then you see it. But, yeah, there's some really nasty, like, the worst things that you can think about. And maybe some people have, I'm the news guy, so I've read about a lot of bad stuff. I don't talk about everything that I see or do. The Epstein files are the most extreme, heinous things that you can think of ever happen to human beings. They're the most heinous things. Here, I'll say this. In one case, and I think I put it up there, and I won't say why, I'll just tell you and you can figure it out. Epstein paid for one of his assistants, one of his pedophile assistants, that helped them traffic the girls to be a dentist, okay? And it wasn't to fix the teeth. It was to pull teeth. You understand that? And it was so people, the victims, couldn't bite their attackers. There's a whole email chain about that. It's extremely nasty. I really didn't even want to say that right now while I'm on my show. I don't like talking about, but the MAGAs are really covering a lot of stuff up right now. And Trump is mentioned a lot more times than anybody in those emails. A lot more. Now, I don't know why. I haven't read them all. Are they arguing that they want to mess with Trump and blackmail Trump so he gives him leniency? I don't know why. I haven't really focused on because there's so many files, and there's so many files that are here. There's so many files redacted, and there's so many files not released yet that you can't tell what's the context of them, right? You really can't. So that's the problem with this DOJ stuff. And then they're releasing files and saying it's Clinton, it's this. Say, Clinton was involved. He was over there. I don't know if he was doing little girls. I have no idea, right? You say you got to depose him and ask him those kinds of questions. But the Epstein files are worse than anyone can imagine. I'm telling you. I would say this. If you don't like I was checking if that was the train coming. No, there ain't no train on these tracks. This is a dead track. I'm almost sure of it. If you don't like that stuff, then don't even start it. Oh, man, I hope I don't get a flat on that. If I get a flat, I keep driving. That's the way life goes. So I'll go to a tire shop around here. That's it. But, yeah, the Epstein stuff is extremely, it's horrific. It's terrifying. It's unbelievable. It's non-human behavior. It's going back to like the Aztec times of cannibalism, sacrificing, maybe some Viking stuff. I don't know, man. Have you ever watched some of those Viking things and Aztec stuff? You know how they treated people? But it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And I don't know. The MAGAs are the ones that wanted it released, and now they're saying, oh, whatever. I don't even know what MAGAs are saying right now. They're weird. You know, they're strange the way they act and behave. They're almost like Antifas. Antifas are anti-fascists, right? They didn't want to destroy stuff and blah, blah, blah. But the MAGAs, I can't get them sometimes, right? They make excuses too much. It's like they always talk about the sheep, but they're like the worst sheep. I mean, you'll see they write the same thing. It's like they copy each other. I don't understand that. You know, you talk about freedom and the First Amendment and freedom of speech, and then you copy each other, say the same thing, and then you go after people. This is the worst thing about MAGAs. They go after people who don't say what they say. At least the left, they'll say, oh, you don't believe in human rights. You don't believe in this. You don't believe in that. That's why you're wrong. The MAGAs just repeat each other. They're weird, man. They're like, I don't know, man. I don't know. If you're a MAGA, I get it. Make America great. I want America to be great, too. I voted for Trump. So I'm with you guys. But some of you extremist MAGAs, man, they're kind of weird, man. Unless they're not real MAGAs, unless they're fake profiles. I don't know. So, all right. So we keep going. How'd you guys like that one? That's pretty good, huh? I'm lowering my window. It's a little warm in my car. Oh, man, that was a rat there. Did you see that? Pretty cool, huh? Nice spot, huh? SubX.News off-roading. Hey, you get all kinds of stuff with me. I try to make it interesting. I'm doing some fun stuff, doing some dangerous things. We're gonna go check out some neighborhoods still. What's that? There might be dead bodies up here, so you gotta be careful up here. There's dead things up here. There's somebody's mattress. So yeah, I try to make it interesting. Look. I love my city. I'm actually loving what I do. I like talking. I like trying to figure out how to fix things. And that's one of the reasons I do SubX, right? One thing is I want to figure out if I can make money off of it, which I really don't. I'm barely making it. I'm barely paying for my gasoline and bills right now with the SubX. I think I got about $1,000 maybe a month from ads, and that don't even pay the gas. It doesn't pay the gas. It doesn't pay my internet bills, but it is all right. I do it because I like it. I don't do SubX to make money. To be honest with you, but if I can make money off of it one day, that'll be nice. But whatever. That's not my main goal with SubX. My main goal with SubX is I like reporting. I don't like corruption. I don't like innocent people being harmed and ripped off, and that's why I do this. I just want to explain that to people. And I've lived in Chicago. I'm 58 years old. I just turned 58. I had a birthday the other day. I've been living in Chicago for 56 years. I came here when I was 2 years old with my parents. So I've been living in Chicago for 56 years. I raised my kids here. I've been married here. I live here. I live mostly on the south side. I've been on the south side for about close to, I don't know, maybe 40 years, 45 years out of those 56 years. The other 11, I lived on the north side. My mom lived a little bit in the suburbs when I was a teenager. That was about 4 or 5 years, and in the north side, 4 or 5. Yeah, so that works out about right? So that's who I am. That's what I do. You can Google my name. My name is John Kugler, Kugler. I'm not a hide-and-seek guy. You can see what I am, what I believe in. I'm left, but I voted for Trump, so I'm left. So anything you see about me, I believe in social justice, but I don't believe in criminals. I don't believe in harming people. I don't believe in taxing people and stealing their money. I don't believe in guaranteed incomes and all of that stuff. I believe that people should work for themselves, but if they need a little help, we got to give them a little help. So that's my social justice part. There is institutional racism. That's for sure. If you deny that, you might be Ku Klux Klan or a Nazi. I don't know what that is about. But there is institutional racism. You see it all over our city. There still is, even under Brandon Johnson. I showed you guys that a little earlier, right? So if you're a denier, then you're a denier. There's nothing I can do about that, right? But that doesn't mean you use it as an excuse or a crutch. What you do is you use your past, you use the facts to get better. See, when people use it as a crutch or an excuse, then that's the problem I have with it, right? So you guys know where I'm at now? You guys know where I'm at? Or not? Do you know where I'm at? I'll show you. You know where I'm at, right? Or not? The police helicopter's flying around here. That's the police helicopter right there. That's the police. Now I should turn on the radar. They might be following me, right? That's the police helicopter right there. I should turn on the radar. They might be following me, right? That's the police helicopter. I think they're following me. There you go. That's a nice picture there, ain't it? Look at that. So I believe in all of that stuff and social justice, but I don't believe in using it as a crutch. And everybody needs a helping hand once in a while. That's what I believe in. Right? And the best helping hand, I think, in my philosophy is that we help each other, right? When I go up, you go up. When you go up, I go up, right? That was the helicopter. They might be looking for me, right?
Hi, ticket number 10673.
So that's my philosophy.
57, Charlie.
I like to say that once in a while because I get weirdos on my page that call me certain words, and lefty, righty, Maggie, a libtard, or whatever it is, and because they can't figure me out because I'm not none of them, right? I'm my own person, and as I run I have strong opinions that some of them I don't even say on my news because it's not appropriate. It's my personal belief system, right? I try to say what I believe in as an editorial stance of SubX, but some of my stuff is personal. It's none of your business. That's all I got to say. Kind of get it? It's none of your business. Yeah, I think they were looking at me out here. I'm trying to listen to the radio and see if that helicopter's searching for me. I'll show you where I'm at. That way you can see where I was at, right? Tell me if you recognize where we're at. You recognize where we're at? That's where we're at. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. We're going to listen to 6:30 News, and we're going to get out of here. We're going to go check out the west side a little bit, and then it might be over with. I think we're going to call it quits at 7, all right? So we're going to do a little local news, and then we'll do the west side, all right? Well, we are on the west side. We haven't left the west side yet.
This is 16 in Citywide, getting a theft in progress, 5316 North Milwaukee at the Dollar Tree, female back, Stilling, wearing black, zone 1, this is 68 clear.
Hey, the helicopter's looking for somebody out here. That's the helicopter on your TV screen. Hey, they're looking for somebody. See that? I think they're looking at me. Here. That's the helicopter right there. You see that there? I think they're searching for me. Yeah, I think they are. Let's just 6:30 News, then we'll see if yeah, that's the helicopter right there. They're looking at me. Don't you see that there? Yeah. So that's the helicopter. You see that there? We're going to listen to the 6:30 News, though, first.
Barack Obama says his presidential center on the South Side will be about history and hoops.
And some sports economists are chiming in on the Bears' possible move across state lines. Plus, 3 people are dead, including the suspect following a shooting at a youth hockey game in Rhode Island. WBBM Business markets are closed in observance of President's Day. And as for tomorrow, well, it's not going to be as warm as today. Patchy fog to start your Tuesday, especially north and west of the city, otherwise mostly cloudy, and a high of 55. Outside right now, 61 degrees, partly cloudy skies at 6:31. Well, tomorrow is
Madison and Michigan, shots fired.
Preparation for serving the traditional Polish treats began a while ago. WBBM's Nancy Guthrie reports how long one bakeries in the northwest suburb has been getting ready.
Chris Koval says they've been frying punchkis for a couple of weeks and preparing the various fruit and sweet fillings for days.
We've been cooking those Friday, Saturday, and we've been filling them yesterday. Really, today's the main day for filling. We started filling, I think, 2 a.m. This morning, so it's been filling all night until through tomorrow, actually.
The helicopter's right up there. They're circling over there. That's the helicopter. That's the police helicopter right up there. Right there, they're looking for somebody right there. See that there? We're going to go over there. We're going to see what these guys are doing, huh? So did you see where I was and where I came from? I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, that police helicopter's looking for somebody. See that there? It's circling over there.
In June, and it's going to have a museum. It will have art. It will have all kinds of recording studio, a public library. Michelle's garden will be duplicated there, but one thing that it will have, is a full-court basketball court.
The 20-acre Obama Presidential Center is still under construction at 60th and Stony Island. Terry Keshner, 105.9 WBBM.
Well, we still don't know where the Chicago Bears will call home after lawmakers from Illinois and Indiana continue to duke it out over the football team. But now sports economists are weighing in on the proposal to move the Bears across state lines.
Sports may make us happier,
but they're not likely to make us rich.
Experts say they're skeptical about the payoff of a new privately funded Bear Stadium that Portage, Indiana Mayor Austin Bonta wants to build on the south shore of Lake Michigan called Hallis Harbor. Professor Victor Matheson at the College of the Holy Cross tells CBS 4 News Indianapolis that bringing the Bears to Northwest Indiana may not be as beneficial as one might think.
When cities build stadiums, we don't see particularly large increases in things like employment, things like per capita income, things like
Before hearing at least 5 gunshots near the area zone, 13-966.
What's the Panama Center, brother? What's the Panama Center? Explain that, Caesar.
Finance. Oftentimes you're putting your kids and grandkids on the hook for ultimately paying it off.
Carolina Garibay, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Kendall County sheriffs say a person of interest is in custody this afternoon in connection to a double shooting in the western suburb.
I believe. We're going to go to Madison.
They were notified about 12:30.
This is what we're going to do. I've been running since 4. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to run Madison to about Central Park. And then we'll take Lake back and then we'll call it a day. Or maybe I'll go up to Lake. I might go up to Lake Street. How about I do this? I'll go up to Lake Street now. I'll take Lake West, and then I'll take, he's still there, that car. And then I'll take Madison East. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So what is that, Caesar? Explain that to us. Look, if you guys want to do something, tell me. I don't care. We'll have a picnic, a barbecue. Let's do something together. I don't care. Hopefully the bangers don't come and shoot us up, but whatever. It is what it is. Life in Chicago. I was just going to say something, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say what I was about to say. So I have to be careful how I talk. I don't know who's listening to me. I trust some people, but I don't trust everybody. You kind of get how that goes? I understand. I believe in certain things, but I also know not to say certain things. That's what I know, man. There's a murder over there. Oh, check that out, that peace sign. That's pretty cool. Look at that. I like that. That's cool, isn't it? Check that out. That's pretty cool. Life in Chicago. There, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, so my wife was asking about you. Because I used to have a girlfriend named Nicolette. Huh? I didn't know if I told you that, right? That's pretty cool there. I did in the olden days. Yeah. So my wife was asking, who's that, your old girlfriend? Blah, blah, blah.
1077.
I know, man. What are you talking about? That's like 40 years ago. What are you talking about stuff? 85, yeah. So she's like, oh, Nicolette, is that your old girlfriend? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? Because you know when you're married, I mean, we're going to be, this year's going to be how many years? We were married in 99, so where are we getting now? It's 6. Right, so we're getting close to 27 years married. This is our 27th year. See, after 27 years, you kind of said everything, right? So, whatever, you know, once in a while you talk about your old girlfriends and boyfriends, whatever. And so, yeah, sometimes the names pop up, and she's like, oh, you talking to your old girlfriend again? Like, you know, whatever.
Frequency mode 10745.
We're going to listen to the radio calls, see if they were tracking me on the helicopter. Let's get to the radio calls. Maybe we'll go back about a half hour, an hour. It's 6:30. We'll go back to 6 maybe and see if they were tracking me. I think they were tracking me. So yeah, I got it. There's Sherry. There's Nicolette. Oh, Izizat and Taiwo. Those are the Ethiopian twins. Yeah, I dated Ethiopian twins before. Oh, man. I don't even think I can talk about that on the radio. That might be illegal. I'm pretty sure it is illegal. Oh, they were cute. That was when I was at school. Oh, man. All right, I can't stop talking about that. No more talking about it. If my wife listens to this shit, man, I'll be sleeping on the couch again. You ladies are gonna get me in trouble.
Citywide, we have a robbery that just occurred on Madison and Parkside. Again, that's Madison and Parkside. Caller states 2018 Black Dodge Durango was just taken at gunpoint by a group of unknown men 30 minutes ago. Nothing further. Zone 12 clear.
Madison and Parkside, right? Is that what she said? Just took his Durango at Madison and Parkside.
Can you log off 7531 News, please? They're off. Nothing gonna come in. 7387 Charlie. 87. Taking that 107.
By gunpoint. So that's kind of sounds like a carjacking, don't it? It's back down here.
7373. 7373.
Carjacking.
2100 West 95th Street.
Type and drive. I probably shouldn't do that, right? That's probably distracted driving.
7385. 73.
There's gonna be a lot of carjackings.
7385. That was the Magna Red. Take event number 10779. 7383 Eddie. 7383 Eddie. Number for Roosevelt Red Line, please.
I love this park. It's one of my most favorite parks here, man. Garfield Park, man. Good people out here. Oh, they got a mobile home there, man. They might do porno in there.
Unison 15 and Citywide. We have a person with a knife at 5439 West Madison. 5439 West Madison at the Prestige Food and Liquors. Caller states there's a female black wearing a black jacket with blue jeans with a knife threatening two male Hispanics. Zone 12 clear.
Where's the Jeeps at today? They're not out here, the Jeeps. The guys with the Jeeps out here. They're not out here today? No. Tell them John says hello, right? What's up? Where's the guys with the Jeeps at?
Yeah, he's here in Miami right now. He ain't out here.
Oh, he's at the Jeep Beach.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you should go out there. That's crazy out there. Take it easy, fellas.
Right, man.
Yeah, it's nice out here, man. Hey, these adults are out here, man. Yeah, it's beautiful out here, man. It's got what I'm trying to say. I might get me some food out here, man. See that? It's nice out here. I like it out here. This is my most favorite park out here, man. This park, I like this park. Garfield Park. It's beautiful. It's mostly adults out here. It's pretty controlled. And they had a couple of shootings out here, I think last year maybe. Whatever. But it's pretty much nice out here. That Jeep Beach is going on, right?
That's what my next trip. They ain't got no cash.
You have a shots fired on Hirsch and Leamington. A shots fired on Hirsch and Leamington. A male black have guns. They were shooting and heard a few gunshots by the basketball courts at La Follette Park. He's a male black wearing all red. and has other people with them, unknown to entries, nothing further. Zone 12,
Shots fired.
District
Shots
25.
fired.
Clear.
Shots fired. Man, look at this. Beautiful cars out here. Beautiful people. It's a beautiful park, man. I love this park. It's one of my most favorite parks. Let's say that. I love coming here. I gotta give you a ticket there, man. Where's it? I got stickers somewhere.
At 10826 and 10828.
Let's see where my stickers are at.
Thank you.
I got stickers here. Let's see what I got here.
7386 David. 86.
I thought I had some stickers. I got my Jeep stickers for my Jeep club. Let me check it out. I gotta give it to those ladies.
7386 boy. 6 David. Can I get one for Chicago Red Line? Take event number 10835. 10835.
I don't know where my stickers are. I used to have stickers for my Jeep Club. I can't find them. I gotta find them next time. Whatever. I was gonna give them to those girls there. I used to have a box of stickers. I just don't know where I put them. I'm just getting back into my Jeep here. It's been retired since I went into the woods.
7387 David. 87 David. 2 line Montrose to Jackson. Car number 7161.
It's nice out here. I love this.
Take event number 10851. 10851.
They put up that fence there. I used to drive through right there. Let me see if I can find those stickers somewhere in my car here. I don't think I can. I think I got them in my house. Such is life. You got to keep moving, right? All right, so we're going to listen to those radio calls. I wanted to see if they were mentioning me on the... If they were mentioning me on the helicopter, right? Where we're going to go back to 6 or so? Is that what we said? We're almost done with my radio broadcast, right? We're going to run to 7. So let's keep moving. We got to get to Madison Avenue, right?
86 Adam. Jackson Red Line, please. Take event 1040 1040 7394 boy. Let me get an event for staying late, Red Blues. Take event 104 26 10426. You said 10420? No, 26 10426. 26, got it.
Great park, good people out here, man. Real Chicagoans, that's all I gotta say, right? Man, this is what Chicago's about right here. You're looking at Chicago. Right here. This is what you do in Chicago. Hang out. Relax. This ain't kid stuff here. This ain't the playground here. This is for adults.
It's 10883 10883. 7383. 7383.
Right, Colonel, if we get an event number for launch 35th and Offset.
Take event number 10458. 7383.
She got a nigga.
Number for the Roosevelt, wait a minute. 7386 David.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? That's where the adults are at. See, they know me out here. See, they know me out here. Like, I'm showing people how real people live, man. People need to learn how to hear. This is what I always say. Sometimes you gotta teach people how to party. That's it. The real way to party. Without violence, right?
Unison 1914 in Citywide. We're getting a criminal trespass in progress. 833 West Buena Avenue. 833 West Buena on the 17th floor for building.
833 Anthony, number 39, first on the night, 7,000 South Landscape, Dollar Tree. Teresa says there's a male white lefty wearing all black with unkept hair, stealing from the stores. He has a knife, walking around the plaza, 8th District.
See you guys later. See that? That's how you party. That's a party right there. You got it? There's ways to party. There's ways to relax. Hang out with people. People say, oh, it's in the park. No, they're not bothering nobody here. It's at night. There ain't no kids out here. This ain't a kid. This ain't a kid party. You don't see no kids out here. Here. Can I say this? Here. I'm gonna say this to everybody. Do you see any kids out here? Have you seen one child out here? No, these are adults. This is adult time out here. They know the difference. That's how we have to live our lives. We need to teach these young people, right, how to behave and how to treat themselves. You can have a party. You can do whatever you want. You can date people. You can do whatever you want. Who cares? You can be transgender. I could care less. You can wear a dress or pants or cut your penises off or whatever the heck you want to do. That has nothing to do with me. But we need to teach these young people that life is great. There you go. There's a nice bar over there. Life is great, and we can hang around with each other and keep that other riffraff out of our lives, right? If you have a disagreement, who cares about it? You know what I mean? There's another section. People party in their own sections here.
10598.
There you go. This is one of my favorite parks I like coming to. There you go. Oh, what are you doing up there, right? Oh, there's the cops over there. See that there? There used to be a barbecue guy over here. Dude's, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, man. Doing a 3-point turn when there's a bunch of cars, man. We should have went up in front of him, right? Might be a little jacked up there, right? Yeah, right here. They have good barbecue. Right here, they got good barbecue right there. All right, what are we going to hit? We going to go hit Madison for a second or what? There we go. I love this park. This is my most favorite park, man. That's all I got to say, man. It's nice out here. You see, it's all adults, no children. There's a little bit of music here and there. There's a little bit about doing this and that. There's a little bit of whatever. But it's no children. That's the point I'm trying to say. These are adults that understand what they need to do to relax and have a good time with each other and get out there, right? And maybe we need to take some young people all under our wings and teach them a few things. You know what I mean? You got to be watch out. Some of them are wacky, and I don't trust some of those young people. You got to be careful. They're a little crazy, man. They'll jack you, and they'll rip you out. They won't think about it. And they're crazy a little. They watch too many of those video games. You got to watch out for them. But, you know, there's hope. I think there's hope for the future. I think what we need to do is, my view is we got to elect some people that are from Chicago to run our city. I love Jamal Green. I wish he runs again. I'll vote for him. I might even work for him this time. Jamal Green, I think, would be a good person to run our city. I know people don't like him. They say he flip-flops and he's this and that. Look, he's raising his own children right here in the city of Chicago. He was raised in Chicago. He's raising his children in Chicago. That's the guy I want to know. And he's self-made, meaning he's making his own money. Yeah, he might have got some money from NGOs and stuff when he was growing up, but he used it for the betterment of him. And he's not on dope. He believes in the Bible. He's a family man. He loves his children. He has a beautiful family. His children are beautiful. He takes care of them on the holidays. He treats them good, right? He spends time with his family, and he also spends time, doing business and talking community. He's got a good life-work balance there. A lot better than me, I think, than when I did. I wasn't with my kids when they were younger, and that was a kind of a bad thing. I think Jamal Green would be a good mayor. He might not agree with me. I like him. I voted for that guy. When that election was going, it was all those people, Brandon, Life and all. I voted for Jamal Green. That's who I voted for. Then the second round, I voted for Paul Vallis, because I know what Brandon Johnson is. I'll take a Paul Vallis, a little bit of him, right? The neoliberalism, than the ultra-Marxist, right? Everybody knows Brandon is a Marxist, right? Ultra-Marxist, right? He wants to destroy the society, right? That's his philosophy, so you guys got to remember that. What are we listening to? Radio calls? Oh yeah, you got to see the drug dealing here, right? We're going to close the window there on that side. This is death row here, man. Springfield and Madison, death row, man. Don't fool around over here, man. This is not a that's a dangerous area. There you go, man. Madison Avenue, we're going up on Pulaski here, right? It's a nice day, right? Listen to some radio.
Alright, take event number 10633.
7383 Charlie.
Units in 25 in citywide. We have a theft in progress at 5133 West North Ave. 5133 West North Ave. Call the state, there are 3 people in the store stealing. 1 female black, 1 male black, and a child. No weapons. Nothing further. Zone 12 clear.
Springfield and Madison, my nickname there is Death Row, man. I've been on a lot of homicide scenes there. And then coming up on Laverne is bad here, too. It's bad up here. They just caught those 2 guys. They just arrested that second guy that killed that young guy up here.
We're getting a criminal trespass in progress. 833 West Buena Avenue, 833 West Buena on the 17th floor for a male Hispanic who's been banned from the building, trespass, and District 19 Zone 2 station clear.
7385.
Sorry, what are you guys coming in?
7385.
There's a shooting here before.
7385.
There are a lot of shootings over here.
Take event number 10502-10502.
7387 Charlie.
7387 Charlie.
Number for Jefferson Park, Blue Line, please. 51.
Take event number 10515.
Like I said, there ain't no places to hang out here.
85 Charlie.
There ain't no places to hang out. There ain't no places to hang out, so people hang out outside, right?
Oh, Barbara, you. I see you, Barbara.
7387.
That's Ramona.
7387 Charlie.
Number for Jefferson Park, Blue Line, please. 51.
Take event number 10515.
85 Charlie.
85 Charlie.
Good evening. 1 Promise Check 79 in Red Line.
Oh, Barbara, it's you. I see you, Barbara. I take event 10531-10531.
Thank you very much, Ramona. You're the best.
No, you the best. Yep.
7391 Charlie.
7391 Charlie.
Can you have an event number for street stops at the Green Line on Roosevelt?
We got a beautiful city, everybody. We need to take care of it. What we need to do, this is what we need to do. We need to do what Harold Washington did. Build a coalition of all regular people. We need to build a coalition of regular people. And we need to take over our city again. And then we got to make it for regular people, working people, poor people, and we got to fix our city up. Not for the rich, not for the liberals, not for the Marxists, and not for the MAGAs either. Forget the MAGAs, forget the Marxists. We need to do it Chicago for us, not for them. How about that slogan? That's a good slogan. Chicago for us, not for them. I like that one there. Jamal, if you want to use that one, let's do it. I'll be your education deputy or whatever. I'll help you get the vocational schools up and running. That's what I want. And we're going to check out if the girls are working over here on Costner. It's almost 7 o'clock. We might listen to the 7 o'clock news, and then I might shut it down and maybe re-up it, right? Because we've been running almost 3 hours now, our show. The roses graffiti, right? That's for the girls out here, right? A lot of girls died out in this area. All right, this is for the girls that work out here, right? Right here, that's for the girls. This is a place where girls work. Hookers work out here. Right? Yeah, are we helping them? Are we helping the drug addicts? Are we helping the homeless? Right? Are we making sure the cops don't do illegal stuff, right? Yeah, I want the cop to do law and order, but I don't want him to be doing illegal stuff. If you look at that video that was posted today, we got Chicago cops wearing masks and searching people. Isn't that what we said ICE shouldn't do? What kind of city are we running here? It's kind of a bizarre whackhead stuff, right? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through there. It's only a one-lane car thing there, huh? Come on, man. You need to go. You ain't getting through there, my brother. But you kind of get it? It's kind of weird how this guy runs the city. He's like a buffoon. At least Daley's and even Rahm, who shut down all the schools. I mean, at least he was one way. Even Lightfoot was kind of... You could trust her because she was a certain way. This dude's just like a wishy-washy creep lying guy. I don't know, man. He's just weird, man. I don't get it. I guess that's why he grew up in the suburbs, right? You know, he had all the daughters or something. He had all sisters or something. I don't know. I think he has some kind of a weird mental disease. But I talked about that about a year ago. I don't know. I think he's got some kind of a complex, inferiority complex. I think. I don't know. We'll see. Let's hear some radio stuff here, right? Let's see. No, there we go. The hooker tent's gone from there. There used to be a hooker tent right there.
County, Arizona sheriff says he wants to make it clear that nobody in Nancy Guthrie's family is considered a suspect in her disappearance more than 2 weeks ago. Investigators are waiting to confirm DNA results from a glove found late last week. And there's a new item in the investigative toolbox. CBS's Andres Gutierrez in Tucson.
As the search for Nancy Guthrie drags into a third week, law enforcement sources told CBS News that investigators are using a high-tech tracking device known as a signal sniffer to see if the 84-year-old's pacemaker is giving off any electronic signals that can be used to find her.
And that device is usually used in a helicopter to help people search on the ground. At the Winter Olympics, the U.S. women's hockey team goes for the gold against Canada after beating Sweden 5-0. Women are undefeated in Milan to the delight of this American fan.
The women's team, I think the men can take a couple lessons from them that I watched tonight because their passes were good, they were quicker, very fast, they didn't quit. There's no doubt in my mind. The way they're playing right now, they're playing hard, they're playing fast, they're checking, they're playing incredible right now.
The gold medal game will be played Thursday. The recent deaths of actors Catherine O'Hara and James Van Der Beek have been linked to colon or colorectal cancer, but a spike in online searches about the diseases has not corresponded yet to an increase in actual screenings. CBS News medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder.
Colon cancer is one of the most preventable cancers we have. Screening doesn't just find cancer early, it prevents it. When a precancerous polyp is removed, that cancer never happened.
NASA says Thursday's the day for a simulated countdown, which includes fueling up their big rocket for a planned Artemis 2 moon launch. So-called wet dress rehearsal last month ended when hydrogen fuel leaked from the rocket. Engineers say they hope they fixed the problem. NASA hopes to send 4 astronauts around the moon next month. This is CBS News.
The stars shine brighter on CBS 1. This is a slam dunk.
What I'll do is I'm gonna run the local news, and we'll run to Central, and that'll be it. We'll see if I go back on live. I might take a little bit of a break. We'll see what I do, right? I hope you had a good Monday. We did a little crazy stuff. We did a little off-roading. We talked about, I like to kill the migrant. Maybe we do some, see, I would love to get everybody, if you wanted to, and this is, oh, we can't go that way. This is a bad car. I don't have a good radio in this car. I can't have a call-in on this car. I need to get a better radio. And then I would like to get everybody on the video, and we talk about stuff, kind of like a communal thing. I'm working on it. This year we're going to fix it, okay? I'm trying to work on some stuff and make it more interactive and kind of figure out some things, right? That's what I want to do. But we're going to listen to the local news, and then we'll be about able to. We'll end up at Central. But we might hit the dope spot over on Central. We'll see. I don't know yet.
There are a lot of reasons to do lots of homework before buying a car or truck. Here's one more.
Consumer Reports says the stronger a vehicle's safety and reliability record, the lower premiums will be. Using data from the insurance comparison website Insurify, CR says the new vehicle that costs the least to insure is the Subaru Outback, followed by the Ram 3500 pickup, the Hyundai Santa Cruz pickup, the Subaru Forester SUV, and the Ford Bronco Sport SUV. The vehicles that cost the most to insure, the Tesla Model 3, BMW i4, Dodge Charger, and the Tesla Model Y. Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
A South Florida medical examiner says a woman who died after being trapped in a Dollar Tree store's freezer back in December was legally drunk. Miami Herald reports her blood alcohol level was between 1.5 and twice the legal limit for driving in Florida. Peter King, CBS News.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
It is 7:05 on Monday, February 16th, 2026. Happy President's Day and good evening. I'm Haley Hansen. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. It is still 60 degrees along Chicago's lakefront under mostly cloudy skies. It was a lovely day. We're only going to see our overnight low drop to around 40. Some places may see rain. Otherwise, just expect some fog to develop. We will see mostly cloudy skies tomorrow. However, it will be slightly cooler with temps in the mid-50s. Clouds and eventually thunderstorms develop into tomorrow night. We'll tell you all about it in the AccuWeather 5-day forecast coming up at 7:15. But first, our top local story here on News Radio WBBM. One person is dead, a teen girl is recovering, and a third person is in custody following a shooting in Oswego Township. The details from WBBM's Terry Keshner.
Chicago police notified the Kendall County Sheriff's Office about 12:30 Sunday afternoon about a 14-year-old girl who had been shot in the leg. It was later determined the girl had been shot a few hours earlier at a residence on Palomino Lane in Oswego Township, about 45 miles southwest of Chicago. The girl was treated for her injuries and released. A dead male was then later found in the same residence. He had been shot multiple times. Investigators have identified a potential person of interest who is in custody. Terry Keshner, 105.9 WBBM.
The Field Museum is marking the start of the Lunar New Year with its collection of horse fossils.
We're celebrating the Lunar New Year, which is the year of the fire horse. So we're looking at dynamic change over time, represented by fossils.
This is a bad area here by Laverne.
Field scientist Adrian Stroop.
This is a bad area here. Lots of murder. In 1 week, 5 people were murdered right here, right in this 1 block stretch. That's when Tubbs was murdered out here. It's really bad out here, right here.
Such a good record of them that it's easy to see, like, oh, they got bigger over time. They didn't need so many side toes. Lots of different things in their teeth, anatomy overall.
She says by studying these changes, scientists can also learn about the history of the world and other animals that surrounded horses.
Sometimes it's hard to know what things are related to. We don't have a very complete record of them, but horses are so abundant and dynamic in fossil record. It helps us understand dynamic changes in evolution, and that's kind of the theme of the fire horse.
Carolina Garibay, News Radio 1059 WBBM.
Knowledge is power in today's dynamic economy. Get the edge you need with Bloomberg Business Reports at 23 and 53 past each hour. Insights that make dollars and cents exclusively on News Radio 1059 WBBM. It's 7:08. Time now for traffic and weather.
All right, there you go. So this is the other bad area right here. There's a lot of people who die in this little stretch. This 2-block stretch here, it's bad over here. It's really bad here. It's Leclerc, Laverne, Latrobe, I think is up here. It gets dangerous over here. I have to figure out what the helicopter was searching for too, huh? So I think that's about it. If something comes up, I'll go live. We'll see what happens. I might take a break somewhere around here. But you know what? Enjoy the warm evening. I think it's in the 60s still, but it's going to drop down to the 40s, they said, by tonight or tomorrow. So just be safe, be careful. Watch those heaters when you turn them on and off. There's a couple of murders in this area right here on Lockwood. And it looks like this, the corners are, oh man, they got a bunch of guys over there, man. You know, that's what I say. There's no hangouts here. There's no places to hang out. You got all these closed businesses and abandoned buildings. Just pop open a door and let people hang out in there. Who cares, man? It's better than being out on a street corner. You kind of get what I'm trying to say? I've been saying that for a long time. There's one time I was out here last year and I was driving this. I spent an hour or two talking about economic development and how to fix the west side. It's not easy. It's not easy. You're going to need some people with some cojones. It's not a nice neighborhood. No neighborhood was nice. The old Irish neighborhoods, the old Polish neighborhoods, the old Italian neighborhoods. The Italian neighborhood was on Racine and Taylor there. Everybody knows that, right? Those were Italian ghettos there. Everybody knows that or not? So, let's not get this whole, it was great always kind of a fantasy in our heads. Chicago will survive. We just need the right people to run it. And the only people that can run it is us. We should run it. And that don't mean we have to be the mayor. That don't mean we have to be the alderman. We have to be the ones that push the agendas. Not some fake people from out of town playing games, selling our shit, and kicking people out. That's my philosophy. That's about what I have for tonight. If I go on, look, like you talk about Greektown. Greektown used to be the ghetto there. Everybody knows Greektown, Jewtown over there. That was the ghetto at one time. And now it's big, and now it's back down again. And then it's full market, now it's up and down. There's robberies there. Things change in our city. That's what makes Chicago the best city in the world, because we can change and we can adapt and we can be the best in the world of anything we want to be. We just need the right people running our stuff. And our responsibility as regular people is to do what? Make sure that the people running it, one, listen to us. Two, do the things that are good for the whole city, and if they don't, we get rid of them and not wait for an election. I don't know how to get rid of these people, but we've done it in the past. I used to be an organizer at the teachers union. There's ways to get rid of politicians that don't listen and before an election. See, I think if we wait for an election, I think it's too late. What I'm going to do is this. Why don't I run the dope spot over here, and then we'll call it a night, all right? We're going to see if these guys are out here at the dope spot, right? You know where I'm at, right? There's been killings right here, man, right on the street corner here, right? And then we'll call it a night, okay? Since we're here. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. I might take a break. I might take a nap. I don't know what I'm going to do, right? But that's our responsibility. And waiting for an election and waiting for people, waiting for the glory to happen and all of that. I believe in God and I believe in prayer and all of that. But waiting for that, that's not how life works. And it says it in the Bible. You waiting for things to happen, that's the wrong move to do there. We have to do this work. We have to decide who's going to go. I already been telling you who I like. I would love for Jamal Green to run again. I would support him. That's the guy I want. I want a young person Look, do I agree with everything he's ever done? Do I agree with everything he talks about? Absolutely not. But I believe he's got the energy, he's got the character, and he's a family man. That's what I look at. And he's growing up here. He understands the issue. So we're gonna check this spot out here. Hopefully it's not too rough, and then we're gonna call it a night. All right? There's a dope spot back here, by the way, right? The cops were back here busting this a few weeks ago. Oh yeah, there you go. I told you it is. There you go, man. SubX.News. Watch out. This is a dangerous area. Don't be stopping. Don't stop. That's a white lady right there, all doped up on sitting there. Yeah, don't fool around here. That's all I got to tell you. There you go, man. It's you gotta be careful around here. And then you hang around in the park over here. You see them now, they're going to be hanging all, so they grab their stuff and then hang out in the park here. See that there? Well, we might go check out the white dopers in Oak Park, okay? There we go. Did you hear what that guy said on let's finish with this. Listen to that DuPage Museum clip. Listen to the BBM today. If you listen to BBM. He's got the Ku Klux Klan hood, right? On an exhibit. And what did he say? Oak Park was the worst racist Ku Klux Klan place that you can be. Do you know where most of the organizing comes from for Brandon Johnson? Do you know who elected Brandon Johnson? Oak Park liberals. Those were the Ku Klux Klan. I'm going to leave you with that. Listen to that. Look at that DuPage. Look up DuPage. Look up opening or whatever they're celebrating. And Ku Klux Klan. And he talked about Oak Park today. Listen to it, and you need to look at who elected Brandon Johnson. Yeah, that's where we're at, and that's who's running our city. I'm going to leave you with that one. And I know it's a wild thing to think about, but it might explain why we see certain things in our city, and I'll talk about that another time. Take it easy, everybody. I love everybody. It's 7:14 p.m. It's February 16th, 2026. It is Tuesday, as you see. There you go. Things are happening out here, right? So I'm going to leave you at that. We're at Central and Lake. They cleaned up the viaduct a little bit, but they're all messed up over there. You see that there? We'll cross the road, and then we'll turn off the video, okay? See that there? She's selling her stuff right there, right? There is no city services. That's the point. That's the point of my videos. You can go back however long you want to. You see that there? What do you think those guys are doing there, huh? There you go. SubX.News. Over and out. Take it easy. I gotta find the button. How do I turn this video off? Take it easy. I love everybody. Have a good night. SubX.News signing off. 7:15 p.m. February 16, 2026.